Checkity check, check, check. Can anybody hear me? I don't know. My stream's not coming
I hear
up.
you.
It's not coming up.
I hear you. Oh, on stream.
It's not
I
coming
haven't
up.
checked stream yet.
Yeah, it's like really slow to load, man. I mean, not just a little bit slow, but really slow to load. What's going on? My interwebs.
I'll wait for the ad to finish.
Do this. The one I want to be on. That's pretty weird. It's like literally just not loading. There we go. All right. I think I'm loaded.
More fucking ads.
All right.
Ugh,
I think I'm loaded.
Fucking ads.
All right.
Ugh,
I think I'm loaded.
Fucking ads. Okay.
All right. Sweet. I got everything.
Well,
good.
I came in. I heard my ads comment as soon as I hit the stream.
Yep. Exactly. I saw that too. That was kind of funny. But that's all right. Let's kick this thing off. Hopefully. Hopefully.
Monkey will be here soon, from what I understand.
Hopefully. But let's go ahead and get this thing started anyway. And looky there. We have made it. Hello, everybody. Welcome one, welcome all. Even though Monkey's not here, I'll even welcome him because he was in my Monday game. Not a player, but he was over there dropping nat 20s on people. At least, I don't know if he did it on this past Monday, but he's been in there. He's got all these. For those that don't know, Monkey was in both my games for a couple of years. And so I don't allow players to drop coin on the same game they're playing, so they have to come in. You can ask Jacob, too. He comes in every once in a while on Monday and will drop coin. But bottom line is Monkey couldn't drop because he was in both games. And so now I guess he's making up for lost time from a 1E game. But anyway, I'd like to welcome everybody to our Friday game. It's been about 4 weeks now. Last time we were together was on October 10th, so it's been almost a month to the day. And that was all my fault, as always, because as this game goes every other week, if we miss a game and we can't do a makeup game, then it just ends up being a really long time between sessions. So I'm glad that I was able to make it tonight. Hopefully my new gig will be a little better at not pulling me away at the last second on a Friday evening. Same company, just moving to a different team as we've done some shuffling and shifting around and consolidating all of our developers. And then a few of us went off and created a brand new team that's going to support all the other teams. So all the work I get to do now is essentially build stuff that other people in the company can use, which is going to be kind of nifty cool. So anyway, want to welcome everybody. Players, welcome back. AK, glad you could make it, sir. I was wondering if I was going to have to jump over to Facebook and say, dude, don't forget. But you beat me to the punch, so that's awesome. I'm glad you're able to make it. And I'm glad Ragnar's back because I don't like playing dwarves in the first place. And so now I don't have to play a dwarf again.
Man, why you got to say that about me?
And not about you. It's about dwarves, man. Actually, it's kind of funny. I can't say that because whenever I play in a campaign, the first character type that I look for is a dwarven cleric. That's just who I play, man. I don't know what it is.
Monkey assumes the same thing.
Yeah, exactly. So, but I definitely appreciate everybody being able to hang out with us tonight. Hopefully people even remember that we have a campaign going on Fridays. We're so sporadic sometimes, but we're here now, and we're going to try to get through this adventure and see how things go. For those that are new here, welcome. Old hands, welcome back. Don't forget, as you watch the stream, you earn tokens as you do any other stream on Twitch, but in our channel here, you can trade those tokens in for Nat 1s or Nat 20s. Just click the little coin button there at the bottom underneath the chat. It'll pop open a window. You can select Nat 1 or Nat 20, spend your hard-earned tokens. Don't forget, the more you interact, the more things you do with the channel, the faster you earn those tokens and the faster you can trade them in. And as I said, you can give Nat 1s or Nat 20s to any player or DM that you choose. You just need to let us know so we can get it assigned. And as promised, I am carrying over the tokens and whatnot from last stream, and currently Nilo, Ragnar, and Chillidax all have Nat 20s available. So those will carry over into this game because we got them late last session. However, if you really want to help the stream and help support the stream and help the players, for every 200 bits that you cheer, you can give an advantage to the player or DM of choice. Again, just cheer away and then just let us know in the chat who it's for. And currently Ragnar has 2 advantages, Chillidax has 7, and I, your humble DM, have 2. And nobody else has any advantages available. So our players are definitely running dry. So I encourage you to get those in early and often. Although the Nat 20s typically, or Nat 1s or Nat 20s, when assigned, typically end at the end of the session because of extenuating circumstances. I did carry those over. However, if you're going to grant advantages, those do carry over from stream to stream, because if you're going to spend your hard-earned coin, well, by golly, we're going to let you or let the players hold on to it. And of course, if you want to really help support stream, don't forget to click the follow. Let everybody know who we are, when we are. You can catch us here every other Friday, just like tonight, or every Monday is our 1E campaign. We are currently involved in Age of Worms, written by Eric Mona, who of Paizo fame. And by the way, they are actually streaming right now. I'm not kind of hoping, I don't know how long they're streaming or what they're streaming, but it would be kind of nice if we'd be able to raid them, but if they'd even let raiders. I'm not sure. They're a pretty big channel, so I don't know if they let raiders come in anyway. But anyway, we're playing Age of Worms. It's going very well, I think. Our players are starting to piece a few things together, and they're trying to puzzle things out, so they're actually having fun. So come check us out. That's like I said, it's Monday, same channel, same time, just a different game, different group of fellers. So yeah. Last but not least, if you're a Greyhawk fan, like we're Greyhawk fans, every one of our games is in the world of Greyhawk. I encourage you to go check out the Greyhawk Creatives team page. That's twitch.tv/team/Greyhawk Creatives. Or if you're really lazy like me, !socials. That's socials with an S. !socials in our chat will get you a list of links, and that links include things to obviously this channel. They give you links to our Discord and our X channel, our YouTube channel. If you want to go check out all the old VODs, including our recently completed first edition campaign, our 1v1 shots, go check those out. But yeah, the Greyhawk Creatives link's there as well. So like I said, man, go check it all out, man. There's a lot of great content out there, man. Not just us. We are but small fries and small potatoes. But yeah, go check us out. So yeah, let's find out where we are and where we were. Our party has recently arrived back in the city of Traft in the land of Perrinland. So if you're new to us, Perrinland is in the world of Greyhawk. It's a country up north toward the western. I liken it to something like around Montana, maybe Idaho, northern Colorado, those kind of regions, or at least as far as where it is on the map. So Perrinland sits up there. It is winter time. It is cold. It's a couple years post the World Greyhawk Wars. Our party has been adventuring. They began in a small town of Kreistrich, which is how they got their name, the Heroes of Kreistrich, because they saved the town of Kreistrich from a werewolf. Since then, they have gone on several adventures. The most notable to them, I think, at least for me, is they found what's a great artifact known as the Sturgeon Blood Totem. Not going to get into the whole backstory and all that stuff, but suffice to say they found all the pieces of the totem, reassembled it because that's the only way to destroy it. And they did, in fact, destroy it and went on their merry way, happy that they had done the world a great favor. Well, as time has gone on, they've discovered that not only was a Sturgeon Blood Totem a bad thing when in the wrong hands because it helped subjugate the entire land of Perrinland in ancient days, but apparently by separating it and whatnot, it also created this sort of a, for lack of a better term, a wall between some good and bad. And it kept these ancient creatures and other things in sort of a stasis. Well, in destroying the totem now, these things have been released. And now, over the past year or so that the party has been traveling about, going about their business and doing their thing, little bits and pieces of things have happened, like Nilo's sister was inhabited by some kind of a demon, and in doing so attempted to assassinate the Vorman, who is essentially the president of Perrinland. And so in Nilo's world, the party went and tried to clear her name. And although they did not clear her name, in effect they did clear her name, because while physically her body was the one that tried to assassinate the president, mentally she had been taken over by a demonic entity. And so Nilo, after killing Ragnar, ended up killing her sister as well. So from then on, the party has found and discovered that creatures long since dormant or not seen, such as dark elves, have made a slight appearance. As I mentioned before, the demonic entities. Rumors are that there are ancient creatures trying to once again form armies to attack and maybe slay those of the surface world. So the Underdark is buzzing with activity. But most recently, the party was essentially confronted by a white dragon early on after destroying the totem. And now they have come to realize that this dragon is apparently a dragon of ancient times and renown. The modern folk call him the mountain wind or the Fjellvind, if you want to say it in a Germanic slang. But in the ancient days, they've discovered that this dragon was known as Chillidax. And Chillidax, even for a dragon, would be centuries older than most dragons would live. And so they believe that Chillidax may have been one of these creatures that was sort of stowed away in a little pocket dimension in a stasis somewhere and then was released when they destroyed the totem. And so, having completed their latest quest, the party received word from Nilo's mother, who at the time Nilo last saw her was back in Kreistrich, their home base, but now is apparently in the city of Traft because the dragon attacked and destroyed a lot of Kreistrich because the party, when they first met him, tricked him into thinking that they had given him a bunch of magical items as tribute and passage fare, when in fact it was just their very own tinkerer, Paviskro, who conjured some fake magic items on the fly, and now they're no longer magical and the dragon wasn't having it. Found where the party was supposed to have been or home based, went in there looking for him, didn't find him, tore up the town, and took off. And now he has been rampaging in the mountains. So our party, having bolstered themselves now with the skills and abilities of a rather renowned magic user, Akamidifox, or AK for short, they have decided that they're going to return to Kreistrich to check it out and then head on into the mountains, for they have discovered that there is a trio of mountains known as the Three Sisters, that in between them is a massive glacier high up at cloud level kind of mountains. There's a massive glacier up there, and they believe that is where the lair of Chillidax is. And so in order to get there and hopefully get there in relative safety, they have actually hired themselves a guide, a ranger by the name of Hollister Vane, this wild-haired, druidic-looking fellow with studded leather armor and a bow and some other equipment hanging at him. And for a paltry fee of 200 gold, he has agreed to get them to the Three Sisters, but don't expect him to hang around to do any white dragon fighting, because that's just not his forte. And so the bargain was struck, the coin exchanged hands, and you all retreated back into the Argolf Inn to spend one last night in the warm comforts of the soft beds and heavy blankets as the winter months and the temperatures outside plummet to near record lows, as the weatherman would say. And you guys have all gotten yourselves a nice long rest, and you awaken in the morning to the smells of the cooking from below and the sounds of movement outside, as it is now the third day of Sunzeb. You guys awaken, as I said, in the Argolf Inn and descend into the common room to eat your meal and make preparations to depart for your home base, the town of Kreistrich, which lies roughly 2 days to the south and east, up into the hills from where you are now. Any questions about what may have gone previously, or what the intent is now, or is there anything additional that anybody wants to do before we depart the city of Traft for the wilds of Perrinland.
I think I'm
No,
pretty good.
Everybody's good?
Yeah, I think we got
I think I'm
everything, I
good.
believe.
Spartan, you're, I should say, Ragnar, you're caught up. You have a, yeah, I don't know if you got a chance to watch the VOD or anything like that, or if you even do that, but
I told him what happened in the background. Afterward, I let him know that we got some stuff for him and reset his consumables as well
Yep.
as climbing gear.
yeah, we did everybody get their gear added to their sheet? Not that it really matters too much, but I am not sure if everybody, because I did not re-import everybody's characters. I can do so now. If you updated D&D Beyond and you would like me to update your sheet, I can do it now. Just let me know and I will do so.
Let me double check. I believe mine is good, but I want to make sure. Characters. Mandalhunter. Just dagger. What's my inventory? Yeah.
We good?
Yes, you're good to. You're good to import mine in.
Oh, okay. You want it imported? All right. So give me
Yeah, go
Uno.
ahead and import it.
All right. Give me a moment. I want to make sure that I don't import the image so the image stays the same. All right. I'm importing. Too late to change anything now. Uh-oh. What? It's telling me my token is invalid. Hang on. Give me a sec. Sorry. It's like, I just did this. I literally just... Here we go. Get my token. And here. It's going to make me do it through the module, isn't it? Settings. 40. Setup. Go. Looks like it's importing, hopefully. Says it's getting the character data. Let's see how long this takes. Item. Okay, there we go. Looks like your favorites are there. Yep. You have been re-imported. Want to double check real quick to make sure?
I will.
Anybody else while Nilo's doing that? Anybody else have anything that they need or want?
I believe I'm good.
All right. So, as you guys finish your breakfast in the early morning, you can see outside as you get to the door, before you even leave, you can see that the glass on the doors on the entryway into the Argyle Inn reception room, if you will, sort of where the maitre d' and everybody greets you as you enter into this rather extravagant or rather popular establishment. It's got well-crafted doors, but you can see that the glass panes on the doors themselves are literally frosted from the outside. And as you sort of glance through, you can see the opaqueness through. You can see the flags waving across the tops of the walls and towers that line the city. The wind is blowing at a fairly constant rate. It's not like super heavy, but it's like a nice breeze. And as you open the door, the frigid winds hit you guys. Even in this city where many buildings and stuff block the breezes from blowing too heavily, you still feel the whipping of the wind as it sort of hits you. Maybe like a 10-mile-an-hour wind. It's like a steady kind of a blow and the occasional gust. But you find that the temperatures are sub-zero wind chill as you step out into the freezing cold, and you sort of think to yourself, what the fuck am I doing here? But some of you have lived here all your lives, so it's natural. Y'all have lived here your lives, but so it's natural. But you manage to grab your steeds, your trusty steeds, your noble steeds, and begin to make your way out of Traft, heading toward the main gates that exit out into the wild. Gates that you guys are very familiar with. And as you depart, the guards bid you good day and good luck and good health as you traverse out of the city and into Perrinland herself. The roads that you typically follow, where you guys, you actually exit out following the coastal road for a day or so before you reach the split. At the split, some of you, and by some of you I mean Nilo, sort of glance off to the right as the main road continues straight up into the hills, but the old coastal road, long since abandoned and not used, although there have been rumors and talks that it's going to be redone and rebuilt so that it can be once again used. But you know that halfway along the trail between here and the next village of Osterschloss, there is an ancient site known as Dagavak. And therein is where you found another one of those strange temples dedicated to the god who is unnamed. But there you also found, you recall finding a piece to the sturgeon blood totem.
So I believe it's the head, if I remember right.
As you sort of glance in that direction, shaking off the memories of some of the things you guys had to endure during that event, but you find yourselves moving once again slowly to the south and east as the road that you're on slowly begins to work its way up into what are essentially the lower hills or the lower peaks of the Klatspur region, which is farther to the east, which is in effect your ultimate destination. But for now, you're going to Kreistrich to check out what may have happened. I would like, please, if someone could give me a pair of perception checks for this first day as you guys begin to move your way home and into the mountains.
I'll run those. I can take those at advantage.
Hey, Monk.
Hello. Welcome.
Hello.
All right.
Hello.
As you move your way into the hills, the first day, the first night, you all set your camp. And fortunately, nothing really bothers you all this first evening. However, I will say that the weather is extremely cold. As I said, the temperature outside was sub-zero wind chill when you left Traft, and it really doesn't change much. However, as the night progresses, the wind sort of dies down slightly. But as you guys awake in the early mornings, perhaps beginning at about 5, almost 6 o'clock in the morning, as the sun is just beginning to break and show its golden hue over the west or the eastern mountains, you can see that the thick, heavy clouds begin to lose their weight as heavy flakes of snow begin to fall, covering the trail before you. But fortunately, you know the trail well enough to follow it, continuing up into the hills. About halfway.
That's not auspicious at all.
Yeah. About the.
So the
If I may.
outside,
Yes.
you talk about the weather outside. Is it frightful or cold or frightful?
It is. The weather outside is frightful. Inside your tent, it's delightful.
I was going to say. It's kind of light.
When we go to camp,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to cast Mordecai's Faithful Hound.
Okay. That's fair.
Every night that we camp.
Okay. That is good to know. What is the details of that, please?
So it conjures a phantom watchdog that is basically intangible and invulnerable.
Mm-hmm.
Anything that comes within 30 feet of it without first speaking a password, the hound will start barking loudly. The hound has true sight up to 30 feet.
Okay.
And then at the start of each of your turns, the hound attempts to bite one enemy within 5 feet of it. Enemy must succeed on dexterity save throw or take 48 force damage.
Cool. And it lasts for 8 hours.
Please tell me it's Chihuahua.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna make it a Chihuahua, definitely.
I like it. Yeah, they are annoyingly loud.
Yeah, we got Beverly Hills Chihuahua up in here now.
Yep. So, yep, so that
Great
lasts, that's an
game,
8 hour. So essentially, you're just going to have it almost like a wyvern watch, but it's his faithful hound. So,
Correct.
so just make sure that you remove that from your spell slot whenever you cast it. I know you can get it again right back at a long rest, but I just want to make sure that we track it because if something happens to
encounter at night.
there you go. So halfway through the following day, as you continue to wind your way up, Nilo, you see yet another landmark in the early days when you first met your original companions here in the town of Kreistrich. As you can see a run-down but still semi-functional windmill off about a half a mile, and you recall as you guys came down to check on a lady who apparently was good friends with one of the owners of the mines in Kreistrich. And when you did go to call on her, you were beset by a manticore that you managed to take out. But also along this very road, you found a rather large case with a partially reconstructed sturgeon blood totem on the road as these memories come flooding back to you. Eventually, at the end of the day, as you guys arrive on the 5th day of Sunzeb, the snow that you guys were in continued for the majority of the day. Essentially, it was like a 10-hour type of a snowstorm type of a thing. However, as you guys arrive it's technically the end of the 4th, but I moved it over to the 5th anyway for tracking purposes. But you guys finally arrive at what you call home, Nilo, the mountain mining town of Kreistrich. What you see is a little disturbing. The gorgeous dwarf still stands, although the top floor looks partially collapsed. What's that?
Did you play a massive water sound effect?
Actually, it's like snow and wind and stuff.
Okay, because I'm hearing like sloshing water.
Yeah, it may be, but it's
That might be sleet, actually.
we can call it sleet, we can call it snow, but it's an icy town
That's fine. That's fine.
type of effect. But yeah,
Just took me a minute.
yep. But regardless, as you see, the gorgeous dwarf is the first thing that you see when you arrive. However, the upper floor is been partially collapsed. You can see that the only things that are still standing, well, the town hall is partially standing. You can see it's in the middle of being rebuilt. You can see that the trade store, the goods and services, Gallienda's goods, is look like it's open for business. But almost every building in the center of town has been destroyed. There's maybe 7 or 8 structures that you recognize that aren't, if not completely, at least partially destroyed. On the outskirts of town, you can see, although it's not on the map here, well past Engels Coster on the southwestern, across from where the market normally was, you can see there are many, many tents, as it looks like some sort of a construction company has taken up residence in tents. And as you arrive at night, you can see that inside the gorgeous dwarf, light spills out, and you can hear like music as if people are sort of getting back to some semblance of normalcy. You don't know how long it's been, but based on some of the rebuilding of the structures, you could say it's probably been a good few weeks as the structures are being rebuilt and people are trying to get themselves back into a sense of normalcy. But you guys find yourself outside the gorgeous
longer,
dwarf.
Actually.
What's that?
Because the letter arrived in Exag
Yeah.
after we left
Yeah.
to go into the dungeon and then come back out again.
Yeah,
Or left for the gnomes and then come back again. So that's actually longer.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, so it's probably been a couple months now, at least 2, maybe 3 months. But you can see the buildings are in partial reconstruction and stuff.
Is Nina still in peril?
Stop as they enter the town, and she just kind of looks, clenching her fist a bit. When I get my hands on that artifice, I'm going to wrench his neck.
I forgot, Ragnar, were you here when they knew Mina?
Yeah.
I couldn't remember if Ragnar had been here back then, so I apologize.
He was around.
I was here on the second adventure.
Okay.
Yeah, he was around for the second one.
Okay. So, you mean after the Sturge of Blood? Is that
after? Well, no, you guys were still doing that when I showed up. I was here for the Spider Cave adventure with Nina.
Okay, my bad. Okay, all right. So you've been here. Yeah, you've been here a while too. Damn, dude, you guys been here forever.
Yeah, she just clenches her fist a bit and mutters out about strangling Pivisco if she ever finds him again.
So from as I said, so the town itself looks relatively closed up. You don't see any lights on. It is getting dark out, but you don't see any lights on, at least not from any of the establishments. You can see there are a couple of the partially in influx rebuilt homes and stuff do have some lights in there, but there is definitely light coming from inside the gorgeous dwarf, as well as there are there's music coming from within. So
according to my mother, the party home, my home essentially, has been destroyed. I guess that means we'll be going to the gorgeous dwarf then.
okay.
Nope. She'll start walking again.
All right. I was going to look and see. I don't know if I can. Yeah, I could do. Give me just a second. I had This just tells you how much I wasn't paying attention. Okay, I just wanted to be able to drop a token on the inside. All right. All right. So, oh, damn it. I had a... This is really annoying. Anybody? Yeah. We're back. I don't know what the heck happened, but now I apologize. Give me a second. I'm rebooting everything right now. It's like my internet went and then everything just died. I'm like, what in the heck just happened? Bum-ba-dum. All right, I think I'm back. You guys back with me? All right,
Yep.
let me go. So I am going, like I said, I was right in the middle of, I had the lighting turned on for the map, and so it wasn't playing nice. Plus, I need to, I need to add you guys all to the map before I put you in it so
Pardon me.
everybody can see. Piggy. 1, 2.
Sorry.
All good. 3.
It's a 1!
Yeah. Rikus, and who am I missing? Nilo.
Yeah.
Yes. All right.
I'm here.
Does Raldo's hit points go up with my level ups? I
No,
forgot. I don't
no.
think so, right?
No,
Yeah,
they
that's
all
right.
stay.
Okay.
So as you guys enter into the once familiar tavern of the Gorgeous Dwarf, standing behind the bar is the familiar half-orc female owner of the establishment, that you guys all know and come to love as Sag Gazara. Looks up. You see she has a glass underneath her left arm, sort of crooked, and she's using a towel to wipe it. And as you get a closer look, you see that Sog no longer has her left hand. Looks to have been taken off right around the wrist. As she sort of glances up, her eyebrows kind of raise in a little bit of a surprise to see you, Nilo and Ragnar, stepping through the door. The tavern itself is relatively full. There are several folks that you remember that you have seen about town, Nilo and Ragnar, from the time that you guys had stayed here previously. But a lot of these guys in here that you see are brand new. Looks to you like they're probably workers.
From the construction crew.
Yeah, from the construction crew, maybe. There, now I got the right music. But you guys sort of find yourselves looking around. There's open places to sit, although the place is pretty busy. And as I said, there is a bard sort of playing some upbeat music. You can see that the stairs have on the one side of the building that normally go to the upstairs, they have a couple of ropes sort of blocking it, kind of like roping off from going upstairs, obviously, as the upstairs is probably not in the greatest of shape. Sitting over in a corner, however, what the heck? God dang it. I hate this. It really kills me. It's like, why does it keep changing my music when I don't want it to change my music? Looking around, as I said, you saw several people that you recognize, but over by the fire, you can see playing with the doll a young gnome girl. You can see
Okay,
Mina.
all is right in the world.
As she sort of looks up to you and you smile, you can see that the right side of her head is hairless and scarred, as if she was either scraped or blasted. And sitting there at the table next to her is her gnomish father, enjoying drinks and food with what appear to be some dwarf miners in town. Mina's eyes go wide, and she sort of waves. Going on. It's telling me that I reconnected and I was successful. I'm probably going to have like 50 separate videos to upload. I don't know what's going on. It's telling me that I'm not connected. It's telling me I'm connected, no drop frames or anything, but all of a sudden I'm dropping. Yep, it's OBS is really not playing nice. So, guys, if you would not mind, give me 5 minutes. I'm going to run a hard wire. So, oh, shit. I don't know what the hell that was. Trying to. Alright. This is absolutely crazy. Alright, we got Monkey's music. I think. Yeah. Alright, man. I'll be back in a second, guys. I'm going to run this hardwire, and hopefully that'll solve our problems.
We're gonna have to worry about passing notes during class. Right now, especially about how many people keep bringing their phones to school. If people bring it, I can just keep it in my locker, but I couldn't bring it to class.
At Walgreens, we know it's hard to pay attention to important flu information. What does keep your attention? Sports commentary.
Here we are, fourth quarter of the year. The clock's winding down and flu season's starting up. So don't get caught off guard. Make your move to Walgreens and get that flu shot. They even know which other vaccines you may need and when you need them. That's how you stay in the game.
So walk in or schedule an appointment today to get up to date on all your vaccines. That's the human kind of help. Walgreens.
Vaccines subject to availability. State, age, and health-related restrictions may apply.
All right, I'm back. Yes, I am back. Who did? All right, so this is showing me still that OBS is still not playing nice. So I'm still playing what Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yep. All right. So we're back. I'm probably going to end up having a couple of different videos put out tonight. I haven't had to have that happen in a while. All right. Everybody out there in Twitch land, are we good? Can you hear me now? Nice. All right. And as I look down, it's telling me that I am at 52 kbs and no drop frames. So, hey, let's see if we can't get this thing going again. Yeah, exactly. All right, I'm gonna make sure I got all my stuff up. There's a stream. Let us play some music. All right. So let's hope that this doesn't crash again. Again, I apologize for the interrupt. I don't know what was going on. It's like my internet was going fine. I looked down and I have a meter that says I was getting decent throughput, but OBS wasn't having it. So, all right, so we're back. So who are we still missing? So we got AK, Cora stepped away. Is that who we? Oh, Cora's back. Good. Bart, you with us still? Ragnar with us. All right, AK with us. I guess not. AK left us. No, Ken now. There you are. Now you're back. Well, you're all the way in PI, aren't you? Are you way over there somewhere? Close enough. All right. All right. No, not PI. Somebody that I was gaming with was in the Philippines, I thought. But, I mean, I don't. That's what I'm saying. He said he wasn't either. Nobody was there either. So I'm trying to figure out. Somebody told me they were in the Philippines, damn it. But anyway, apparently not. Nobody there said they was. So doesn't matter. Let's get back to the game at hand. As you guys are in the gorgeous dwarf, as I originally mentioned, sitting across the room near the fireplace, you can see a young Mina playing with a doll, and as she turned to look at you, the one side of her face essentially is no hair whatsoever. You can see, looks like she suffered a horrific wound that ripped away part of her hair. But her eyes light up when she spots you guys. and she whispers something to her father, who in turn looks at you, raises his eyebrows in shock, nods to Mina. She grabs her dolly and comes streaking across the room, throwing herself into Nilo. I knew you would be back. I knew it. I knew it. I knew you weren't dead. I knew it. Everybody said you were dead, but I knew you wouldn't. I knew you would come back. Look at my dolly. And you can see that the doll is literally a junior of her, the way she used to look. Full hair, full facial features. You can see that the entire right side of her head is just about scar tissue. Her ear's gone. Her hair is gone. Just like a massive scar, like fire or something raised the side of her face, as she's hugging and hugging and hugging on you. Yes. Yeah, like 5th degree instead of 1st degree. So you can see that she apparently was severely wounded, but she has come through, and she has the same bright look in her eyes and the same little bubbly. She's not much taller than the last time you saw her about a year ago. And then she sees you and Ragnar, and seriously? I'm going to pause the music. Give me a sec. Thank you for that out there in our stream. You guys keep us honest. Hang on a second. I'll get us fixed in a second. All right. Let me pause. Nilo, give me a sound check. It's interesting. It's coming as an output, but it's... Oh. Say it again. Try it again.
Check. 1 2 1 2.
There we go. So... Not sure, but when I restarted OBS, my output capture was muted. So I'm not sure. So are we good now?
I heard myself in there. We're good. I heard myself in there. We're good. I was struggling to differentiate your voice, your active voice from the delayed voice, but then I heard myself in the background. So all right, there we go.
All right.
We're good.
Good. So we are good to go. All right. Sweet. Yep. That was a OBS restart issue. Thanks for that, Orden. Appreciate you letting us know that we are once again back to true form. Shiza Cinema it is.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. I noticed a little symbol here on me. It says encumbered, and it's like
Yes.
I'm not really carrying anything.
So I'm not going to worry about that, because in our game, coin is weight. Yeah. So if you got a shit ton of coin, just remember, for every 100 coin or every 10 coin is a pound. So if you got a butt ton of coin, so Ragnar is Ragnar is considered heavily encumbered. So yeah.
Damn.
So I mean, that's why, is because of coin and stuff like that. So.
We need to find a place where we can spend it.
Yep. All right. So, Lucidios on a 3-stream streak. Look at you, man, becoming just a regular. Just becoming a regular. All right. So, where were we? So anyway, as she comes running up to you guys, and you recognize how mangled and damaged she looks compared to...
she will open up her arms and give her a hug.
Yeah, and as she returns your hug and she kind of shows you her dolly, she turns and looks to Ragnar. I didn't know if you're going to be back too. Where's everybody else? And she kind of looks. Where's the wizard? He's great. He was teaching me all kind of things when I was tinkering and stuff. So where's he at?
The wizard decided to be retired years older. Currently, I think he's in Kreistrich. Not Kreistrich, Frost.
Oh, did you see him? Is he coming? Or when's he coming back?
I'm not so sure.
Yeah, he has his own personal business to handle. If
Oh.
he has the time, he will return.
As she
But
sort of
until
points to
then-
the side of her head. A dragon tried to eat me, but I got away. He almost got me, but he didn't. But Sog said that I almost could have died and I should have gone after it. But I was gonna. It came in and it took down all the buildings, so I went after it with my dagger. I was gonna stab it in the heart and kill it, but it saw me first, and it tried to eat me, but I got away.
She looks to Sog.
As Sog sort of listening over at the bar, she sort of sees Mina and she just looks up to you, and you could see this sort of a sadness. And Sog's always been this sort of a stalwart, sort of behind the bar, running the tavern, the brute enforcer when things go sideways, things like that. You could see that she has a little bit of a melancholy in her eyes, and she just gives sort of a half grin and shrugs her shoulders.
No, you shouldn't go running after dragons like that.
But it broke everybody's houses. Did you see the men came and they're rebuilding the roads and they're rebuilding the houses? But we have to live here in the basement. Sog said we can live in the basement until they rebuild my daddy's house. But for now, we're living in the basement.
Well, you make sure you help her out plenty.
Oh, I will. And she. So are you staying at your house, or are you gonna stay in the basement too?
I don't know. For tonight, Sog, is there enough space?
Hey guys.
Did he die again?
No, I didn't. I just was on mute. Sorry, my daughter Chelsea fell at work and really hurt her foot, and they thought it was broke, but she didn't. But she's trying to get a hold of my wife, so give me just a second.
Yep. Do your thing.
Seems like it's a very interesting night tonight.
Dude, man, it is very interesting. But so my daughter is trying to get a hold of my wife, but she couldn't, so now she's calling me, so I got to get my wife. Hang on.
Sounds like what happened to me at school. One of my kids fell. And I don't know how he fell. And he's like, oh, I won't twist my ankle. I was like, man. And he did it. So I sent him to the nurse. He gets ice. He comes back out and falls again. I'm like, what? Dude.
Did you have a test today?
No.
Okay, I'm out of ideas.
So to just pour salt on everything, the reason my wife wasn't answering her phone is because our dishwasher is leaking all over the kitchen floor. So,
or is it too much detergent and blowing out the salt?
I think it's it's not too much because we just use the tabs, but the guy said that sometimes those tabs will cause that same effect, Monk. So I think that's what it is. I think it's the tab that we're using is causing it to leak through the seal. But yeah. if dude, man, we will get through this. I promise. Somehow, some way, we're gonna get. It is a full moon. So anyway.
As long as the toilets keep working, we're fine.
Yeah.
If the toilets are working, we're fine.
Yep, we're okay. All right, so back to the game for the fourth time.
Is there space in the is there space in the basement, or do we have to go outside?
Dog looks at you. There's like 20 people living down there. I don't think there's any. I think the first floor of your house is probably still okay. Dragon got part of it. Yeah.
That's what I heard from my mother. All right. I'll go take a look tonight then.
Okay. So.
Hey, they're saying the volume of players is low. So.
Yeah, I don't have any. Well, I can kind of. I don't know if that's.
Yeah, and I was listening. It's pretty low.
Yeah, but I mean, nothing has changed as far as like the volume on people. I mean, I can bump you guys all up.
Let me see. Let's see how loud I am.
I mean, I've got.
No, it's not. It's him. It's Corbett. His mic is not loud enough because I was loud on the stream.
Yeah, I just I bumped everybody up a little bit. So if it's too loud, then sorry. I'll try to make adjustments. So anyway, so what?
Yeah, she says she'll do that. She'll check it out tonight.
Okay.
And then she walks over to Sog. Sorry about all of this.
She looks at you and's like, "Oh, what are you sorry for? It wasn't you, it's a dragon."
Yep, but the dragon is mad at us.
How in the fuck did you get a dragon mad at you?
Javier cheated it.
What? How do you treat a dragon? Well, it's a white dragon. They're not known for their smarts.
I didn't know either.
Yeah, he tricked all of us, but
as she pours some ale for you all and slides them onto the bar. Who are your friends? I don't remember if Tarikas was here back in the day either.
Tarikas has been around longer than Ragnar, if I recall, right?
Yeah, but I haven't been around here. I don't know these people. Unless I was not
You were here. You're here for the spider quest.
Yeah, you weren't you one of the starting members actually?
I don't think Monkey was a starting member.
Later?
He came in a little later, but I couldn't remember how far into the game Monkey came.
I know he was here. I know he showed up during the werewolf quest.
If that's the case, then yeah, Monkey, you would know everybody in this town. And the reason and I'm sorry for those that are listening out on the stream that don't realize, it's been almost a year and a half of real time, maybe even 2 years of real time since the party's actually been back in Kreistrich. So our memories are all a little foggy. I probably should have gone back to remember that, but
how's the food situation? You got enough for everyone?
Really quick, just so we know, I went back to session 16, and there's a Desmond, Figley, Nilo, Perviscro, and Ragnar. So this was, I'm looking to see if there's anything that would have told me when.
Oh, Tarikas was here after Ragnar.
Actually, okay. So actually Monkey came in sometime between 16 and 19, because I'm looking on 18.
I could have sworn I remember him being with us when we were escorting the girl to Traft, to receive the healing for her curse.
It might have been because on episode 19 I've got Monkey in here getting a nat 20. So yep, this is you guys completed the quest to destroy the Sturgeon Blood Totem. You escaped the Underdark and returned to the Land of the Sun. As they did, Mount Hellspar in the distance giving off a large plume of smoke as it appeared ready to erupt at any moment. And so you guys were met by a ghostly spirit looking for a family heirloom, and then you met the Dark Mantles and barely escaped with your lives, etc., etc. So, yep. So that's back when we were called Perrinland Adventures and episode 19. So Monkey came in probably somewhere around 18 or 19. So yeah, you've been here a while, and you would have known the people of this town. So whether you remember or not in real life is a different story. But bottom line is, yeah, Monkey, you would know. So the only one really that's new here is AK. As you look around AK, you can see that this town is definitely of the lower class sort. The tavern is owned and run by apparently a half-orc. The villagers themselves, or the town folks themselves, are your standard miners. but also a rather large swath of what appear to be the construction workers living in the little tent town just out on the outskirts of Kreistrich. So you kind of find yourselves, and you can see that the place has been cleaned up and picked up. You can see it. It's a little different from when you guys were here last time, in that, tables look a little newer. Some of the other stuff looks like freshly cut wood as opposed to the more seasoned place that it was previously. So you could tell that it probably had a lot of damage that's been repaired over the past couple months.
Yeah.
And obviously the upstairs has yet to been rebuilt. But that being said, there are tables and chairs available for you guys to grab and have a seat as Mina goes running back over to her father, who kind of gives you guys a half wave and a tilt of his mug welcoming you back to the inn.
Nyla returns the gesture with her own wave. Just gonna ask Sog, is there enough food in town for everyone?
Oh yeah, we still get our weekly runs. Every star day the run comes up from Traft. Fortunately, the dragon hasn't saw fit to interrupt that. These storms that we're getting though are putting a damper on the roads, as you actually understood, because as you guys came up, the heavy snow covered the roads.
Thank you, Lucidius.
What I meant was out on the stream.
He gave Tarikas a natural 20.
Seriously.
Sean, who else had natural 20s?
Nobody now. If people are going to be giving them to everybody but me. So
I know I had one.
You have one.
I believe Ragnar had the other one.
Yep. Nilo and Ragnar each have one. Tarikas now has 2.
Oh, he did. He already had one.
He already had one.
Monkey, you over here sniping natural 20s.
All right.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know how many.
It's all good, man. Don't worry about it. It's totally okay. We are good. Don't worry, Lucidios. We're totally fine, man. We appreciate every bit you guys give us. But let's move this along.
Right.
So you guys are in the tavern. Anything particular that you guys want to do while you are here? The town does have a general store, although it may be a little bit damaged right now as it's under repairs over the past couple of months. But the town is definitely getting itself back to what it was, even though a large portion of the buildings have been destroyed. You can see that the village is sort of rebounding, with the fact that the people in here are having music in the tavern and food's being served and the servants are running around still. So it looks like all in all, at least things are beginning to, if at least on the surface, return to normal.
She'll grab a table, take a seat.
Okay. Grab yourselves any table that you want.
She'll sit at the usual table.
Okay.
Are there any patrons in the establishment?
No, there's nobody here at all. Just you guys.
Wow.
If you had been listening, yes.
Oh, okay.
It's
a little packed.
Yeah, it's relative. Yeah.
Break it up. So.
Whatever.
Excuses.
Excuses. It's all right, Monkey. No worries. No, yes, the tavern itself, while not completely packed to the brim, as you guys have seen it in the past, it is well patronized. A lot of the obviously, several of the people in here you guys recognize, you've seen before in town. Many you do not. There's miners, most of those of the dwarven persuasion, although there are a couple gnomes and humans that are miners. There's also a rather large contingent of workers that you assume are like the construction workers. They all wear similar clothing. Almost all of them are human. But outside of town, there's a tent, a whole mini town of tents that looks to be a construction company that's probably engaged in rebuilding Kreistrich. And you'll also know that before you guys left, there was a construction company that was going to be working on the roads leading out of town the other direction, away from Traft, back down the hills, because there used to be, in ancient days, there used to be roads that went up through Kreistrich and down the other side of the mountains, but those are long since gone and overgrown, and apparently somebody has decided they want to start rebuilding those roads to perform so we have better transit, if you will. Instead of having to go down and then back down south, you guys can just head straight south out of Kreistrich and down to the south, and not have to take the coastal road past Dagobah. Anyway,
well, I'm gonna stand up amongst the table, and I'm gonna look around at all the patrons in the thing, and I take a whole bag of coins and I put it down. Not too much, just enough to make it look nice.
How much is too much?
A bunch of copper pieces, like a bag full of pennies to make it look like it's a lot. A whole bundle of dollar bills kind of thing. And I go, I'm looking for the strongest and bravest to go on a great quest to defeat a dragon. And I'm willing to pay.
As everybody kind of pauses and they look in your direction, even the bard pauses the music. And the next thing you know, everybody in the tavern just starts laughing and laughing. And the bard goes back to his music and they all turn away. And give me a perception check, Monkey.
Okay.
Monkey's going out, making friends with everybody.
I don't
like he always does.
I don't want to insult them, but that's if they're gonna laugh, that's fine. Let me see. This button. Perception. Normal?
Yeah, just a regular perception.
Add in a minute.
As everybody is sort of going back about their business, you hear the occasional whisper about batshit crazy priests thinking they can pay us all to die.
Is that not what's happening?
And I go, and to that response, I go, well, I guess it was right about this town and the dwarves that are in it. That's all I say. I don't say anything insulting. I just say...
Turicus, I'm going to interject. Turicus, sit your ass down.
I sit my ass down.
Oh, damn.
I look at the table and I go, well...
Roll.
It doesn't look like we're going to find any warriors here.
Roll a persuasion
No,
check,
Turicus, it's
please.
a mining town. The people here are miners and some craftsmen.
So you're saying, I tell him, I go, so you're saying that we can just steal all the gold and stuff? No one's to protect it? Oh, that's good to know.
Go ahead and give me... Yeah, okay. Thank you, sir.
I'll use a 20.
You're going to use one of your 20s?
What's this face doing up here?
Listen, man, this isn't a great look. The local priest is trying to gather up all the miners.
Oh my god.
Oh, man.
Does St. Gutenberg is saying shit?
Someone call my sister. It's time for a reverse exorcism.
As you're standing there, Monkey, one of the dwarfs sort of staggers across the room, and he comes right up to you and he looks. How much you offering for us to go fight this dragon beastie, eh? I am Bourbon. I am the toughest of the miners. Give me an axe and I'll go chop its tail off and then beat it to death with it.
I'm going to use insight on him just to see if he's just a drunken fool or he's actually somebody that looks,
okay.
like looking for battle scars and those
Yeah.
kinds of things.
Okay. All right. Not only insight, but give me a perception check as well.
Perception.
So as you're looking at him, he does have some scarring about him, looking like he was probably in the war. As many of those who are now back in Perrinland at one time served in the mercenary groups that were hired out and went and fought in the war. But you can't really get a bead on him because you're having to turn your head slightly and look up and around at the smell of stench of alcohol is extremely strong. He does look a little, I don't want to say portly because he's a dwarf, but he does look a little soft. Compared to Ragnar, whom you fought side by side with, Ragnar might be your typical dwarf, but he's a little more hardened and a little more leathery. This guy looks a little softer, but but you can definitely tell that he's seen combat, but for all appearances, based on looking at him, looks like it's been quite a while since he's seen the other side of a battle axe.
I go, well, with the glory of not only being told in song of defeating this dragon, and we all know about dragons and their hordes, I'm sure there's enough gold that you couldn't even think about. But for myself, I have enough here to weigh you down because it's weighing me down.
Monkey's trying to get rid of all his coins. No, nobody seems to want to take you up on it.
All right. Well, I guess I'll try my chances with the village of pixies next door. Thank you. Perhaps they'll have enough courage to fight.
Ouch.
Dragon with us.
See, as he departs, and your hireling companion, one Hollister Vane, takes up a seat across from you, Nilo, grabbing a mug of ale from Sog.
I recognize that name, but I do not remember who that was.
Who?
Oh wait, that's the scout, right?
Yeah, that's the scout. Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, he sits right across from you. Yeah, he is. Uh-oh, what happened? Oh, it's weird. His image went away. That's kind of funny. I didn't make him disappear, but his picture just randomly disappeared. Forge is just going batshit crazy tonight, man. So, what do you guys want to do? It is later in the day, obviously, that you guys got here. It is probably, give or take, about 8 o'clock at night when you guys finally arrived here. Outside, it is very cold outside, although it's just overcast. It's not snowing or anything. Unfortunately, Sog doesn't have room for you guys here. You can still pitch your tents outside, or you can try to go to your house. You can do whatever you want to do.
Sog told us that the first floor is probably still fine. So after Nilo eats, which she did grab food, but when we were all sitting down.
All right. Anybody that's having a meal here, including with the drink, go ahead and take off 2 gold pieces.
Okay.
Damn expensive meal.
Yeah, the prices are slightly inflated here.
Gee, I wonder why.
This is really bizarre that his token isn't showing. I don't know. But that's okay. Doesn't matter. All right.
2 gold pieces.
Do you allow us to bring our own food in? I'm gonna eat one of my rations.
Yeah, you can definitely eat some of your own food if you want to do that. You don't have to.
Yeah, lighten up the load.
Yep. Yeah, you don't have to worry about the encumbrance. We can always get that fixed, but I don't know.
I was looking at it shows here 50 gold or 50 coin per pound, but 50? I'm not sure.
Okay, if that's what it is, that's probably what it is. Whatever the book says, because that's what D&D Beyond does. So, because right now, if you take all of your coin,
I have a total of 100 and something, which I can hold up to 225 before I'm affected, which I didn't understand why.
So yeah,
'Cause I'm barely carrying anything.
So right now, let's go this plus this.
I think I'm the strongest guy in this group.
Yeah, this doesn't. I mean, it's not making sense to me. If you're saying it's 50 gold or 50 coins for 1 pound, I always thought I thought it was 10. If it's 10,
it is an old first edition, but I don't know.
Well, no, I mean, even in 5th edition, I thought it was 10. So if we go with 10,
Hey,
what?
Sean.
Yep.
Do you know how many coins is in a gold ingot?
Right, in D&D this edition, it's 10, 10, 10 all the way down. 10 platinum, 10 gold, 10 silver, 10 copper.
No, the ingot, like the gold ingot of gold.
No,
remember how many coins that's worth?
I do not.
Because that would be a pound.
But still, if you look in D&D Beyond or somewhere in the player's handbook, I don't have it handy. Sorry, I'm not going to look it up right now.
That's okay. I'll look. We don't have to.
Yeah, I'm just saying if it's 10 coins per pound, you're carrying 52.8 pounds of coin, Tarikas. Because you have 520. I'm sorry. How the hell did I get that? No, I'm totally misdid that. Sorry. Let me try this again.
Okay. Go with 1,000.
Yeah. So you are carrying, if we go 817 platinum, 422 gold, plus 19 of the other coin. Yeah, you got 1,258. And if we divide that by 10 for 10 coins, that's 125 pounds of coin that you've got. If we take, if you say it's 50, even with 50, that's still 25 pounds of stuff that you're carrying. Now that would be much better than obviously the other, but I'm not sure where it's calculating all the weight from. I'd have to go back and see, but yeah, I don't want to bog this down either. But
the horse.
You think?
Yeah, it's the same thing with me. It calculates my horse's weight into me, even though I have it set to not do it. Because I've gone through this before with in the past with you even.
Yeah, but he doesn't have a horse on his character sheet.
Oh, I got no idea then.
Yeah. Scale mail 45 pounds, shield 6 pounds, reliquary 2 pounds, an amulet 1 pound, traveler's clothes 4 pounds. He really isn't. Climber's kit 12 pounds. So he's really not carrying like a butt ton of stuff. 20-pound tent, that's probably a big one. But anyway, I'm not going to worry about it. We'll figure it out later. So what do we want to do as we get ready for bed?
Well, first, after she eats, she's going to go back to her house to see if it's even in one piece and actually will be slept in safely.
Okay.
How cold it is, I would not bet on it.
I mean, it's no better than a tent.
As you...
No worse than a tent. There we go.
As you make your way back to your home. The upstairs is gone.
That second picture is gone.
Yeah, it's technically still there, but it's destroyed. The downstairs, you can see that the windows have been blasted out, and you can see that the weather is now inside, as inside there are small drifts of snow inside all of the windows and doors that lead to the exterior. Any place that there is, you find that there are drifts of snow and the wind blowing through. As I said, the doors and the windows are either broken or cracked or whatever, allowing the elements into the interior. So
did we have a basement here?
You did not, but the stairs are still intact going to the upper floor, but the upper floor the roof has been essentially destroyed, leaving everything upstairs. The rooms, the walls and stuff are still partially there, but it's completely snowed in, if you will, with a drift of snow coming down to the first landing right here on the first floor as the snow sort of fell unencumbered from the missing roof above.
Akame, you wouldn't happen to know any mending, would you?
No, that I do not.
All right, I'm going to go get some nails and some boards.
Oh, don't
Right.
worry about it. Do you? I
Why
doubt you
would
probably
I
don't
want
know
the house to appreciate even more? I'm just going to go nail up the windows. I'll be back.
So where are you going to get these from? Because all of the stores and whatnot are closed within the...
Yeah.
That's true.
Do you have the tiny hut spell too, or no?
That I do not.
That's fine. That's fine.
You can cast
we'll
an
just
ice
pitch
ball.
up over here. We can just pitch up out here then. Nothing we can really do. She's just wandering through.
Okay. So the house itself is actually not in terribly bad shape, although because of the elements, you can see many rodent tracks through the drifts of snow, tiny bird prints here and there as animals have come in seeking whatever they may have found in here. But pitching your tents outside, go ahead and give me 2 more perception checks for the evening, if you would.
Okay, casting my hound too.
Okay.
Let's see. Oops.
I saw that 13 almost land on a 1 as well.
Actually, yeah, one was a 1.
Yeah, I almost had double 1s on that perception check.
Yeah, I needed 2 perception checks, so you only rolled a 1. I need another one. Do you always get advantage on your perception?
Raldo does.
Gotcha. That's why I was like, why is it? Okay.
Yep, and I use Raldo for a lot of my vision-based checks.
Yeah, that's fair.
He looks around and I interpret it.
That's fine. What's the wisdom checks for, AK?
That was perception.
Oh, perception.
I thought you were
My
telling
bad.
everybody. Yes.
Oh, no. I was just one person for the watch standing, which is fine. So we've got our checks. So you pitch your tents outside your normal home, and you all spend the remainder of the evening doing the best that you can. I like that. That's pretty awesome.
That's a cool effect.
I like it. Doing the best that you can. Did you actually cast it? But did you do the actual click summon? Is that how it showed that? That's pretty cool.
No, I just clicked cast and that did that.
Hit the summon button. I just want to see what it does. It's kind of interesting.
Let me see again here.
Yeah, if you go if you go in the chat and you just go hit the summon, there's a summon and a refund resource. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, see the refund resource.
Yeah.
I don't see the summon.
Oh, let me see if I can do it then. Oh, there we go. Okay. There you go. How's that? I hit.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's pretty awesome.
Not a chihuahua though, but
yeah, no,
not a chihuahua, but we know it's a chihuahua in our hearts.
Yep, exactly. So anyway, what were you saying, Monkey?
I was just saying that it's in the handbook. It says it's on page 143. It says 50 coins equal to 1 pound.
Okay. Yep. So that means you're carrying about 26 pounds of coin. So that may have put you over. I don't know. So we'll have to look and see. Anyway, that being said, as you guys settle in for the evening, if everybody would be so kind as to give me a long rest.
I don't need the macros. Give me my sheet.
What's that, sir?
It's not showing me my sheet. It's showing me the macro table. No.
That's funny. All right, as you all take your long rests, once again, another quiet evening, now within the confines of the small mining town of Kreistrich. You guys awaken. What do we want to do? It is the 6th day of Sunzeb, and today the winds are rather gusty. It's kind of a windy day, blowing the recently drifted snow even more into various openings within your home. Even in the forested area that you're at, the trees are unable to block the stiff, gusting winds. The temperature itself is very cold, low teens, but the wind blowing makes it feel that much more bitter.
Yeah, I know that we got places to go and a timetable to do it, but at the bare minimum, I like to board up these windows and doors to avoid any and clean out the snows to avoid any further damage.
Okay.
Are you guys okay with this?
Yep. Eventually, we're going to have to find this dragon and deal with him.
Oh, we will. That's where we're going next. But in the meantime, let's head over to Sog's, grab some breakfast, and see if I can snatch one of the builders to come over and help us figure out the amount of material we'll need to do this.
You guys find yourselves back in the gorgeous dwarf. Go ahead and give me a investigation check as you guys are looking to see if you can get someone to help you, and whatnot.
I'll roll as well.
Sorry, what was the check?
Investigation.
Investigation. I'm usually better than that.
All good.
You know what?
I'll
use my 20 here.
You're going to use your 20. Okay.
I'll use my 20 here.
All right.
Only the best for my house.
All right. So as you guys you're having breakfast, you see that the town itself is once again in business. People are shuffling here and there. You can see and you can hear the pounding of hammers on nails as construction workers are like a small plague of locusts all over the town, sort of rebuilding the structures, trying to get Kreistrich back on its feet as quickly as possible. Having had your breakfast, Nilo, you all managed to sort of see and talk to several of the construction workers that are in town. One you find out is one of the sub-foremans. They kind of have a foreman that's in charge of like everything, but each area of town, there's like about 5 or 6 buildings that has their own, what they call a sub-foreman that's working for those 4 buildings. So the main foreman is like overall the whole town, and then each area of town may have 3 or 4 different buildings getting worked on. They have their own individual foremen. So you're kind of talking to one of these sub-foremans. As you're talking to one of these sub-foremans, he sort of gets into a discussion on who you guys are and what you're doing here, and several people in town that are having breakfast in here as well sort of don't even give you the opportunity to talk about who you are. These people start rattling off how you arrived in town and you saved them from the evil werewolf clan that was pretending to be a dwarf cleric, how you repeatedly saved the town of Kreistrich and their people from various bad things. And so in lieu of your celebrity, or I should say because of your celebrity, these construction workers are very interested in helping to see what you may need. And so you guys spend about the next half of a day with these guys as they come back to your home, kind of look it over. They let you know they could probably get it rebuilt in a month, but if all you're looking for is just to kind of board it up, they'd be more than willing to donate some of the wood and nails and whatnot to kind of prevent the weather from coming back out. But they probably figured it'd be about 200 or 300 gold to properly rebuild your upper floor as well as the damaged to the lower floor of windows and doors and stuff like that.
Thank you for coming over here. We're still gonna be heading out soon, so we don't need it rebuilt immediately. The town comes first. What I mainly need is for the building to be secured against the elements. That way, we can prevent further damage to it.
Sure, we can provide the services for that for you, Mama. Don't worry about the head. Don't worry your head about it at all. We've got this took care of. I am sure that you have much more important things to do. But if you're wanting it fixed, we can get it fixed for you in a snap. But I agree that we've got contracts with the town, so the town would come first. But that being said, if you'd like, I could every so often send some boys over here on some overtime to do bits and pieces here there. Right?
I won't say no to that. Don't worry about trying to recover any. Don't worry about straining yourself to recover it. If it's better to be replaced, just replace it. If you can use the existing material, go ahead.
Okay, will do. We'll get it right as rain, and I'll make sure that I get some boys here to sweep out this snow in here to dry things up for you a little bit.
I appreciate that. How much you said again to rebuild it?
6,000 gold.
Wait, was this something else? You just said like 200, 300 right before that.
Inflation, don't you know?
Inflation over the past 20 seconds, sir.
Hyperinflation. Hyperinflation.
This is not an auction house, dwarf.
No,
Whatever,
probably caught you. Yeah, exactly. About 300 gold. He thinks they could redo the entire upper floor and stuff for you.
300, no problem. Go and take me back to your accountant, and I'll go and get that settled with them.
Very well.
I'm not going to hand the guy 300 gold right here in the middle of this broken house and make him carry it all back. No.
All right. So what do we want to do now that we have got that covered? What I miss?
3,000 gold. Let's go.
What I miss? What'd he do? Did I see something? Did I miss something?
Don't worry about it. Just keep going.
Okay. Whatever. I missed it. Stop sending things in private. All right.
I can't risk you saying this on stream. That's
okay. I got you.
He's being a bad boy. So grab the freaking bonking stick.
All right. All right. So, you guys, as I said, you spent about a half a day with them, and by the time lunchtime rolls around, you guys find yourselves back in the dwarf. Meals being served. Shifts are sort of changing over with the morning crew giving way to the afternoon crew. So the morning crew now finds themselves having their midday meal as the other crews. So they're working like round the clock during the day, at least during the daylight hours. Anything that you guys want to took care of?
We already have all the food that we need for this. Oops, I need to toggle that on. It's so annoying. I can't edit the coin in my bag unless I turn on the editing.
Yeah, it's all good.
Nah, it's just annoying.
All right. So it is about midday, the 6th day of Sunzeb. Outside, the wind blows mighty gusts. But it's not a constant wind. It's like just a gusty sort of every so often catching you, those outside unaware, pushing them off their straight line walking spots, as is wont to happen in the windy days. There's about a half a day left here if you guys wish to remain here for the remainder of the night or the day, or if you want to press on.
It's better to start off fresh in the morning. She'll take the rest of the day walking around town and seeing who is gone, who is not, and then eventually she'll make her way over to wherever the memorial of some kind is, whether it is just the church and the graveyard, and pay her respects there.
Over at the old.
Everyone else is free to do what you're doing. That's pretty much what it is. If there's any like shopkeepers that I visited, so like the blacksmith, Henrietta's, etc., etc. And if any of them died, that's what I'm looking for more specifically. Otherwise, I'm just talking with the townsfolk.
Okay. You outside, you can see that you discover that Dieter, who owned Dieter's documents, he was like the map maker and sort of the local town record keeper, if you will. Apparently he was lost to the dragon, like one of the first ones. When a dragon landed, it literally landed on his home/office.
Damn, this was Dieter's documents?
Yes. So Dieter was gone, and all of the documents inside, many of them were destroyed. Although they did manage to get some of them. You find that the mayor, Ungerbauer, the Hetman Ungerbauer, survived, so he was alive. The Galliana and Engel, both of them managed to survive, although nobody knows how Galliana could, because she was actually apparently at one time spending time with Dieter, but I guess she wasn't with him the night that the dragon landed, so she feels fortunate there that she managed to survive. The owner of the obsidian mace, Millicent Schmidt, is no longer a blacksmith, for she has lost one of her arms in trying to defend some townsfolk from the dragon. The dragon breathed upon her, and her arm was frozen and literally broken off. She prays to her God every day, thanking him for freezing the blood. It was almost like it cauterized it, only with cold, so she didn't bleed out. But now she has only her offhand, which isn't strong enough. So it's still there. The obsidian mace is still there. It's not like it's the building is completely destroyed, but she cannot do the work.
Is there another blacksmith that was able to take her place, like maybe an apprentice she was training?
That's what she's trying to train somebody now. There is a dwarf that used to be a miner that allegedly she is working to train now. But there was the elf that made the elixirs, Hoxaris. He is no longer with us. Derwin's leather shop is completely destroyed, although Derwin and his family are still there. Derwin, you may recall that he has 12 children, and they're all basically living with friends and neighbors and stuff, but because his shop was completely destroyed. So as you walk around town, you can see that many places. The old chapel to Vergaden was destroyed, although the old Kirk Chapel still stands as the priest who runs it, Dietrich Kuhn. He still runs the old Kirk Chapel, which was miraculously not harmed at all. Probably the only building in town, but because it's outside of town and more toward the woods and stuff, fortunately. So several folks are staying there. in the old kirk while the town is being rebuilt. But yeah, so yeah, it's kind of like, wow, it's just like all of this stuff has just been poof, destroyed. Anything in this first row of town here, really, the locksmith, all these buildings along the northeast side of town, all the way down to the chapel, that whole first row of buildings is like poof, gone.
Is the locksmith himself still alive and just his building is gone, or?
Well, no, the locksmith actually had died, I believe, before you guys left. She was one of the ones that was killed.
That's right.
She was killed.
That's right.
She was killed by the werewolf. But the
Right,
building, every building in this first row, this first street inside the northeast of town, are all gone. Like every building.
Is Henrietta still alive?
Yes, Henriette's still alive. Her bookstore / magic shop is still in decent shape. It's not collapsed or anything, but it did take some damage. So it's one of the lesser buildings that needs repairs. So it's still in a little bit of dilapidated shape. Not sure when it's going to be, but the town itself is just destroyed. I mean, you're looking at this and like, yeah, we did this.
Yep. Her final stop is going to be to the town hall.
Okay. Town hall is partially reconstructed. As you sort of look in, you can see that the older woman who is the mayor's wife that always greets you again. And she's like, "Oh, you're back. Where were you when the dragon was here, huh? You just had to leave?"
The other side of the inland sea.
Well, that doesn't do us any good. You're supposed to be our heroes. Did you know Mina almost got eaten by the dragon? She
Yes.
thought she was one of you and she went after it. The thing almost ate her.
I'm aware, and we're going to handle it now.
As you are talking, the Mayor Ungerbauer, or what we is known as the Hetman meaning mayor, or
Ads in a minute.
yay! As he comes stepping out. Oh, you made it. So you can see what has happened here. Do you have any thoughts on
Yes.
going after this beast? I'm sure
That's
he'll
what
be
we're about
back.
to do.
He was screaming out for what I can only assume was Jens, screaming for those that robbed him of his magic, tried to play him as a fool, and because of that, the joke was on you, and he started destroying the town and everybody in it.
Yes.
I don't
Very
think you
so.
should stay. I think you should go and
We
never
are-
come back.
We are going to handle it now. Paviskra, unbeknownst to us, handed him fake items. We're on our way now to deal with it.
Well, I will not wish you
Meantime-
ill. I will not wish you ill, but I will not lie and say that I will be happy if I ever see your face again.
In the meantime, this can't even cover a portion of, even a small portion of it, but she's going to plop down a sack that she had prepared well beforehand. This is 1,000 gold worth in this bag. It is what I can provide to you to continue continue to help the town.
As his eyes kind of go wide.
While it was Paviskro that did the act, he was still a member of our group, and it is partly our responsibility as well.
He takes the coin and he gives you kind of like that fatherly kind of look, like just a nod of his head, like, okay, fine, I'll accept this, but I'm not gonna, my pride won't let me say thank you.
Yeah.
Right, and he sort of takes it and nods, and he sort of turns and walks back towards his offices. You killed that thing. You hear me? His wife says. You kill it. and you kill it again. And when it's dead, you stab it again, once for all 25 people that died at its mouth and hands. Or mouth and breath, I should say.
Where is their where were they all buried at, by the way?
The same place everybody that dies here is buried, over by the old kirk.
Thank you. That's where I'm heading next then.
Okay. As you move your way across town. Nilo's flying.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Yeah.
I don't have that spell.
Yeah.
I could get it. I don't have it yet.
Yeah. As you
actually wait, what level is that spell? Level 3?
It's a third level. Fly is a third level.
Third level? Okay, I should be able to learn that spell.
So you arrive at the old kirk. You can see there's several tents around the town. It looks like many people are staying here. But as you had already known, out back of the old church, probably about maybe 30 yards from the back of the church, begins a fence line where they have the town graveyard, if you will. And looking in that direction, you can see row upon row of fresh graves. They've been there a while. They're probably a month or two at least, but you can see still the humps on the snow where fresh graves are. You can see that where the fence line at the back, it used to be fenced in, the whole thing. The whole back area where the fence along the back has been completely kicked down to make room for more graves.
Yeah, she'll start walking the graves and paying respects to each and every one.
Okay. Takes you probably between visiting the town hall and visiting the chapel, kind of walking the graves, takes you a couple hours as the afternoon moves on. What about the rest of the party? Anybody want to do anything while Nilo is paying her respects to the recently deceased at the hands of Chillidax, the Fjellvind?
Yeah, Ragnar would probably go with her.
Okay.
Realistically, probably he would be with her for that.
Okay.
He doesn't really know any of the people here, but he might as well do it since he's still like a part of the group.
Okay.
I just think I'll sit at the gorgeous dwarf and just relax and listen and see if I pick up any information.
Okay.
There is, by the way, a alchemist. There's a alchemist library magic shop here that's Henriette's.
That's true. All right. Tarikas, you want to do anything while you're waiting? AK, give me an investigation check as you're sort of sitting there listening and trying to figure out, what's going on, because being a new person in town, you're just sort of hanging out, as you said, hanging over by the fireplace maybe. But Tarikas, anything that you want to do while you're here? Monkey still with us? Monkey's not with us. Monkey must have stepped away. Did he say he would step away? If Monkey's talking, I don't hear him.
I don't hear him either. So
what did you roll? Because it rolled as it showed up as a private roll.
Oh, I'm sorry. It rolled a 10.
Okay. So you hear people talking. Most of the information or the talk that you hear or you overhear is about day-to-day things. Oh, they're almost done with my house, or things that go on with the rebuilding of the town or stuff like that. Nothing really catches your attention or anything like that.
Okay.
So yeah, unfortunately with a 10, you just sort of general information. You do hear an interesting note that even though they're primarily focused on rebuilding all the buildings, you hear that a crew has recently once again returned to working on the road leading out of town, heading the other direction because, as I said, heading north to Traft has always been the main road. But there used to be a road back in the old days from Kreistrich that went south. And that road has long since been overrun and not used. But maybe almost a year ago, the workers showed up to start sort of rebuilding that road and trying to make a better path to transport leading out of town heading south, because it's a pain in the ass to go north and then you catch the road to go south again. So you spend a day and a half out of your way if you want to just go south. So they've been the leaders of Traft decided that they were going to send road crews up there and start building it, but obviously they're now focusing a lot of their attention on rebuilding the town, but there is some crews that are going to try to make at least a little more progress to get that road heading south.
Okay, just out of curiosity, have they seen anything strange, heard anything strange? Am I picking up any vibes like that?
No, there's nothing. You hear bits and pieces about when the dragon attacked, how it landed and grabbed people and swallowed them whole, blasted its icy breath, almost killed some people. You hear about this young gnomish girl named Mina, who apparently tried to attack the dragon with a dagger, and the dragon just like poofed its breath and almost took her life. But fortunately, she managed to avoid the large brunt of it, although it scarred her on the whole side of her face.
Braver than most people here.
Yeah. So you hear bits and pieces, but other than that, other than things like, I hope he doesn't come back, I hope he stays in the mountains where he belongs, why did he come down here in the first place? Some people say it's because Perrinland used to give it tribute, and they have no longer give it tribute, so it's mad. So all kinds of like rumors and stories, but nothing concrete that you pick up.
Okay.
So, Nilo, you and Ragnar sort of finish your tour of the dead, if you will. Many of them you find were construction workers. They weren't even members of this town, but they were just here working, rebuilding the road when it attacked. So probably about 10 of the bodies or 15 of the bodies that were buried you find are actually those types of folks, not just the townsfolk. But many of them were. Some you didn't know, some you did. But after that, what do we want to do?
As I walked around, was I able to get a feel of whether or not I was welcome in this town anymore?
So people notice you and they sort of wave and say hi, long time. The only one who seemed to be a little bit, I don't want you around, is the mayor.
Gotcha. Okay. All right.
So.
I just paid 300 gold to have my house fixed.
Yeah.
That would be awkward.
Well, you could sell it. You could sell it and you can make your money back. So. All right. So where do we want to do once we finish that? It's late in the afternoon. It's like 2:30, somewhere in there. So it's not like late in the afternoon, but it is in the afternoon.
Unless there's something special. Monkey, do you have anything for Tarikas?
Monkey's not talking to us. If he's talking, I don't see him. So.
Well, there's nothing else really that we need to do here, so we'll just unless Monkey has something he wants to do specifically, or someone else here,
okay.
We'll just sleep and leave in the morning.
All right.
Get some food from Sog before we on both occasions.
All right. So you guys.
As in our 2 gold, right?
Yes, for your meal. So, the following morning, you guys find yourselves gathered outside the gorgeous dwarf. Let me choke, choke, choke. It is the 7th day as you guys awaken. You go to have your breakfast. You have your gear packed up, and you step outside, looking in the distance to the mountains as you look to decide which route that you want to take. You can see that obviously if you want to
We're taking a route that we took to Tinkerholm, I believe.
Yep. And that's what I was going to say. You can see that if you guys want, the way you guys took before is you actually went south from Kreistrich down to Osterschloss, and from Osterschloss you guys went to Erden, and from Erden you went to Punt. So Osterschloss is a rather large town that sits right on the lake, Lake Kvog, or Quag if you want to say it that way, but it's actually pronounced Kvog. So Osterschloss is there, and you guys actually had gone there and then down to Erden, and then there's actually like 4 villages that are around this lake at the base of the mountains. But you guys went to Erden, and from there you went to Punt. You did a ferry across to Punt, and from Punt you guys went then up into the mountains to Tinkerholm. So as you look to the south leading out of Kreistrich, you can see that originally it was nothing but wilderness and stuff, and you guys had a overland trek it. But a road has since been built leading out of town, and it probably is about halfway finished. As you guys sort of step outside and you look, it's a partly cloudy day. It is still cool, although it's a little warmer than it's been most recently. But this 7th day of Sunzeb marks once again your journey into the high, sharp peaks of the Klatspur Mountains, and you begin to move to the south. As I said, the first part of the day, the road is actually in decent shape, because it's about a full day by road to Erden, but because the road isn't complete, it only goes a little over halfway. It's actually about a day and a half to get to Erden. So I am going to need a nature check, please.
Okay.
Everybody, or
I need whoever has the best nature
my
roll.
nature's a +2.
Okay.
Kame, what about yours?
+4.
Okay.
I think we know who's making the nature check.
All right. So
+3.
AK, go ahead and give me a nature check. Although this is for the ranger, I was going to say roll it at advantage because the ranger is with there to help you.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Let's see, with advantage. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, I'm just not
There we
going to
go.
do the dice rolls from him. See, why does it show up again?
I'm chill with that.
It showed up again as an unknown
Hidden roll, yeah.
a hidden roll. So I don't know what you rolled.
I hit public.
I
I swear.
I don't know. Wish I could tell you, and I don't know why
Let's
yours
see.
keeps doing that.
I'm
Public?
amazed it even hides it from you.
There we go. Yeah, it is. All right, so you
Take the
guys,
one.
yeah, Yeah, as you guys move your way, it takes you a day and a half, but you successfully at oops. Get back to about 12 o'clock. At about 12 o'clock the following day, on the 8th day of Sunzeb, you guys managed to arrive in the little village of Punt. The village of Punt sits on the lake. You had to take a ferry to get here. And again, I'm just sort of doing all this quickly because there's nothing really interesting about any of this. But you guys arrive in Punt. And looking up into the hills, you can see from Punt, it is sort of like the gateway into the Klatspur Mountains and into the Tinkerholm Pass. You know very well that you guys, what you're in for, because the trail rises relatively quickly until it reaches up into the central pass. In the middle of the pass, at the height of the trail, is the gnome community of Tinkerholm, and then on the backside, it begins to descend almost as rapidly out of the Klatspur range into the walled town of Lunadora. But you guys find yourselves on the about, like I said, you arrive at about 12 o'clock on the 8th. Now you can continue if you wish, or you can spend the evening in Punt and then hit the trail first thing in the morning.
We should rest while we can, get some nice warm, get a good meal in, and make sure all our supplies are restocked before we go, which I know they are, just, narratively.
Okay. The town of Punt doesn't have much to offer. It is a small walled town sitting on this lake. Primarily a fishing community that provides a lot of their catch and whatnot to the Westhaven and Osterschloss meat markets or fish markets. But you guys have been here before, so it's not that unusual for you. You spend the evening. Everybody go ahead and give yourself a long rest just to make sure we're all good to go.
Yeah. Could have just went for the field goal, but
yeah. And in the morning, once again, the clouds are still there, and much to your delight, a light rain has begun.
Hey, Akama, you're really good with cold. Can you get rid of the rain?
I'm not a druid. I don't control the weather.
She does not have a serious look on her face, by the way. She knows you can't do that.
I could freeze the rain around you. How about that?
Would it create a barrier that would keep hitting me?
No. Alright, so it's going to be 1. Here's 1, 2, 3. So, from Punt, it is about a 4-day journey up the trail, as long as you make your natures check. Any failed nature check adds an extra day. So, day 1, somebody please. And the reason I say that is because... Yes, because you have the ranger. And the reason I say that is because of the weather, right? It is snowy, rainy, cloudy. All right. As day 1 passes and you guys manage to... What is this? You guys manage to work your way through the drizzly rain, but the weather stays cold and frigid as you begin to work your way up into the mountains. Give me another, please.
Oh, god damn it.
Why
is it default to I'm sorry. 14.
14?
Defaults to self. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why it does that, but we need to
On
I
top
think
of it default, I'm so amazed that Sean just can't see it either as the
Yeah.
DM.
Yep. The I think there's probably settings in the under configuration. If you click the little gear wheels on the right hand side, you can do it later, but you can go through
Yep.
and you can go to
I'll
settings.
do that later.
Yeah, go to settings for the core settings and see if there's something that has anything about dice rolls being hidden. But you rolled a 14? Okay. As you guys continue to work your way up the pass, yet another day passes as the weather begins to get even colder as you find yourselves now on the 11th day of Sunzeb. It is the day of worship. It is God's day. But the temperature drops significantly as the snow begins to fall extremely heavily, covering up the pass. Looking around, you hope and make sure that no avalanche like you guys dealt with before. But for the next day, please give me another natural 20.
We got this.
Through the heaviest of snows, you guys make your way, and toward the end of the day, on the morning of the 12th of Sunzeb, as the snow gives way to once again bitter cold and the wind blowing out, your ranger guide Hollister stops and he points to a northeasterly direction, and there, high in the range, you can see 3 mountains looking almost identical. From here, you would swear it was a mirage of one mountain giving way to 2, or a wizard cast a spell upon it to duplicate its image from 1 to 3. And there, Hollister, there's your 3 sisters. Are you sure you want to go there?
Here?
It's
Or
literally right here.
Right there.
Are you sure
I
you
don't want
want
to
to go
go.
there?
I don't want to, but I have to at this point.
All right. Let's be on then. It's a 2-day hike up to the base of the mountains. That's as far as I get yins. As you begin to hike the trail, now only able to, it's actually 3 days to get there because you can only move 1 hex a day. Give me another nature check, please. Ooh. The first day off the trail. As you guys begin to move, you hear a rumbling noise. As you look around to see what the hell it is, you have a deep, deep sense of, oh shit. I'm going to...
That's too epic of music for a normal encounter.
Now, I am actually... I need to get you guys on... I just want to put all of you on the map just because. Damn it, where are you guys? There you are.
I'm getting Monster Hunter vibes off of this, which is what scares me the most.
Yeah. I'm just going to put... I'm going to put all of you guys on here just so I can do what I need to do and you can do what you need to do. Everybody roll initiative. Ragnar, why'd you roll at advantage, or did you? Oh, you
Because
did.
I think I have a fighter thing. Let me find it real quick for you.
No worries. That's
It
fine.
highlighted it. So I
We're
assume
good.
that was
That's fine.
it.
Tarikas, you here still? You gonna roll initiative?
Yeah. Just enjoying the music.
And again, I only put you guys on a map just so I could do what we want to do right now.
Yeah, I'm still not finding where it's at. I know it's here, but
If you
oh,
go,
there it is.
yep, you can either do it
I
off your
got it.
sheet or you can do it off the form.
Hey,
All right.
Sean,
Yep.
I just did some digging on my own sheet. There's nothing here about rolling into private. I think that's a setting that only you have access to.
Oh, on the as I said, I don't know if it even is a setting. I don't know why it would default to that, but I'll figure it out. All right. As you guys, Nilo, you, Ragnar, and Tarikas all have this sinking sense because you've seen this happen before. As you guys are moving up the trail, and it's not really a trail, it's kind of over hills and valleys and poking through with your ranger has a long pole that he's sort of poking in the drifts to make sure that you're not stepping into some drift and suddenly finding yourself in a valley or something and you're swallowed up by the snow. But you hear this rumbling sound, and looking up, you can see this cloud of smoke rolling in your direction, and you realize that a side of the mountain is sliding in your direction, and that smoke is actually billowing dust, dirt, and snow being thrown up as an avalanche rushes your direction. As we go down, each one of you is going to tell me what skill you are using to avoid the avalanche and to protect yourself from getting swallowed up by the avalanche. This is not spells. This is not anything. This is you have to use a skill, and nobody can use the same skill another person's used. So if Tarikas goes and uses a skill to avoid the avalanche, whatever skill he uses is then off the plate. Somebody else has to use a different skill. So starting with you, Tarikas, what skill are you going to use to avoid this avalanche coming down, and how are you going? How is that skill going to play? How is it going to play out?
Yeah, I'm gonna use religion to pray. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, it's a valid option.
It's a valid option. I am going to pray while I'm running. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. If that's what you want to do, that's what you do.
Looking for my highest roll.
Uh,
Oh, my highest roll is insight. Can I see if the avalanche really means to crush us?
You gotta get it on a steward level.
You can use insight, but how are you going to use insight to help avoid?
I'm going to see if there's a. I'm going to use it to predict where it may or may not hit and what might be able to find a good spot.
Okay. So as you are running, you sort of look up and you're trying to gauge, what is this avalanche doing? Where is it going? What is the best path that I can take to avoid, if not all of it, at least the vast majority of it, to give me the best opportunity to survive? Go ahead and give me a insight roll, please. DC 13 to avoid damage. Oh, as you are running, you manage just as you're looking up, you watch and you sort of see the slope of the mountainside and the valleys around and stuff, and you can kind of see how, hey, if I go more toward this southeastern gully area where these overhangs are, this thing's gonna wash right past or over the top of me. Just at the last nick of time, you manage to get out of the way as the avalanche comes crashing by. Ragnar, what skill are you going to use, and how are you going to use it to avoid a deathly slamming by this avalanche?
Are we on horseback still?
You are not. I apologize. You should have said, you guys, you can lead the horses with you if you wanted to go here. I apologize. We probably should have dealt with that before you guys got off the trail. I wasn't even
I thought
thinking.
we were leaving the horses in Tinkerholm and hiking up from there.
You know, we can do that. We can assume to do that. Let's retcon and say you guys went to Tinkerholm, left your horses, and then came back. So let's just do that.
Yeah, I thought that was in the original plan.
Yep, you're right. And it's too bad you didn't call me out on it. I completely forgot, and that's my bad. But we're in the thick of it now.
I need to double check because I'm having a flashback here.
Yes, you are not. Oh yeah, well you were on a horse before when you guys had the avalanche in the southern mountains, weren't you? And you lost your horse.
I failed. Yeah.
You lost your horse.
The Three Stooges that were following us.
That's a true story. Yep.
Can your short, stout legs save you?
That's the question. Can I use my athletics to try to outrun the avalanche?
Absolutely, you can give me an athletics check. Yes, as you see it coming down, you use your athletic. Why? Again, why are you rolling with advantage? I don't get.
Because it's a fighter thing from 2024. It's I can click on the feature if you want. I found it. It gives me advantage on both
remarkable athlete. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So
being swole is good.
Yes. So you guys, you watch as Ragnar nimbly leaps from side to side, jumping and whatnot as he's hauling as faster than you've seen Ragnar move in a long time. Blind though he is, he manages to evade, and you watch as one last push of his stubby little legs, and he dives into this overhang as the avalanche goes washing right over the top, avoiding any apparent serious issue. AK, what skill are you planning on using to avoid this potentially deadly avalanche crushing you?
That with a bookworm sucks.
I would say intimidation would be your best one. Yell at it and say, "Don't you fucking dare."
No shit. I was going to try to see if my arcane would make it just disappear, but that ain't going to work too well either.
Actually, you could potentially
Nope. This is me. So I'm investigating at the snow as it comes down to see the best possible way to get the hell out of the way.
Okay. As you watch, it's flowing down. You watch Ragnar dart past you. You watch Tarikas dart past you. It's like they knew it was coming. They reacted that much faster than you. And you look up and you can see this. It looks like it's... Well, go ahead and give me your investigation check, please, first. As you look at this mountain of snow coming past, you can tell that with the recent snows and everything, most of this is actually snow. It's not even like a shit ton of rock. Even though there's rocks getting pulled down with it, this thing is like a huge swath of snow. So you know that even if it washes over you, more than likely you'll get pummeled a little bit, but you're not going to get pummeled by huge rocks and stuff. So you, as you're darting, following Ragnar and Tarikas back down out of the way, you can see that there are dips and valleys and stuff, almost like a tornado would be washing over the top. And you manage to find a small rock outcropping and brace yourself up against it as the snow comes flowing past you like this mountain of sludge and whatnot, passing right by. Fortunately, you manage to avoid any serious damage as the avalanche comes roaring past. Nilo.
Okay. Quick question.
Yep.
Can I use Raldo's perception as he is my familiar?
No, this is you.
That sucks. Okay, that threw that entire thing out the window.
And the reason I say that is because in order to channel through Raldo, you have to sort of stand there and perceive everything around you. So you're not able to do anything. It's Raldo doing all the perceiving. So that's your action. Therefore,
Okay. Gonna be I have a couple things here I can make it happen. I'm going to use Arcana.
Okay.
And I'm going to grab the I'm gonna grab the scout and put it at again behind me. I'm gonna use Arcana to try to produce a strong enough shield effect that it can try to like pierce around me.
Okay, so what are you using for this?
Arcana.
I know, but what you're gonna cast?
Shield spell.
If I get you.
Yeah. I'm using my Arcana skill to essentially utilize my shield spell as like a snowplow of sorts to force it around me and the scout.
Okay, go ahead and give me your Arcana check. All right. Damn, so close. Could have been a 19. So, unbelievably, you guys watch as Nilo just puts her head down and she casts some sort of a spell, and you watch as this arcane shield comes flying up in front of her, and the snow slams into Nilo, burying Nilo in it. Nilo, you get shoved down the mountainside, tumbling, coming to a halt. Your legs sort of skidding down around the through the rock and whatnot. You suffer 4 hit points of damage from the bludgeoning of it, but the shield spell holds, and instead of pummeling you for 10d6, you get pummeled for 1d10 as you stand in front of it and go rolling down.
I'll eat that.
Yep.
Ow.
As Hollister looks and goes running like the scared little child, using his acrobatics, you watch as he literally, as small slabs of rock and frozen ice come by, he literally dances and pirouettes and jumps from one to another, almost like he's skiing down the mountainside. Eventually, however, he comes to a rest as the avalanche goes cascading past all of you. Lasts for maybe 5 minutes at most, when all is quiet once again, and you all find yourselves pushing yourself up out of big drifts of snow, climbing out from the hiding spots that you managed to find in the cascading mountains. The sound is almost deafening in the quiet as you look around, and you see each of your companions' heads come poking up out of the snow and the earth.
That hurt. Pop her shoulder back in.
And
sound off if you're not dead.
Not dead.
Yep.
Not dead.
Not dead yet.
I'm here.
Keep up the good work, Ragnar. You will be eventually. Alright.
As it is about midday when this occurred. You guys still have a half a day to go if you want to continue.
I don't see a reason not to. Any serious injuries?
I don't think so.
All right. Go ahead and give me another nature check, please, with advantage.
Hey.
As the rest of the day, fortunate for you, goes uneventful, as you guys find yourselves one day closer to the Three Sisters. As the next day arrives and you begin your trek anew. Everybody give yourself a long rest. And I only do that because Nilo got hurt, so and she cast a spell,
Yeah.
so.
I only lost 4 hit points. I presume between the many healing in this group, I can just do that.
Oh yeah. Oh no, that's fine. All right.
I mean, innate modifiers alone put that up to max.
All right. As the 13th day of Sunzeb arrives, and you are so glad it did, because all of that snow that cascaded down the mountain and passed down and covered the mountain pass to your south is now being replenished as you awaken to the beginnings of yet another heavy snow, with the thick, heavy gray clouds above dumping their weight upon you in a seeming endless wave after wave of trying to push you back down the mountain instead of allowing you to climb up further toward the Three Sisters. Go ahead and give me another series of checks, please, if you would, AK.
Alrighty.
That was me. You heard nothing.
Yeah. The heavy snow persists all day long and into the night, dropping perhaps 6 or more inches of snow, fresh snow, onto the mountainside, just ripe for rolling down past you guys once again. But fortunately, by the end of the day, you have overcome. And on the last day, you guys find yourselves probably 5 or 6 miles from the base of this mountain. Give me one last check, please. Only one. You don't have to do 2. So, well, yeah, 1 check with advantage, sorry. So close. As you guys spend a little over half the day, you finally find yourselves at around midday on the 14th day of Sunzeb. You are standing up, looking up these 3 sharp peaks. Well, actually, you're looking up 1 sharp peak, but you know that off to the north and the east and the west, there is another pair of mountains. But you guys look, as this climb is nearly vertical, although you can see there are mountain goat-like trails going up. You can see that it is going to be a rather arduous climb. And looking straight up, Alistair looks at you and says, or Hallister looks at you and says, "Well, I got you here. You'll need nothing more from me."
Do you have any advice for this?
Don't go.
Bit late
Aside
now
from the
for that.
obvious, I'm
Oh.
talking about the climbing part.
Well, you got climbing tools with you. Makes it easier.
Yep.
So, I would say try to stay below rock overhangs so that yins can't be seen from above. Makes the climb a little more difficult because once you get to those overhangs, you got to move to the left or to the right to get around it. But at least whilst you're underneath the overhang, yins can't be seen from high above. I don't know what this beastie is doing, if it's got its own minions or its own thingies watching, but the eyes of a dragon are no small matter, so if it's looking down the mountain for anyone's what's coming, you're going to want to give yourself as much leeway as you can to avoid being seen. That being said, to make it that much more challenging, you may even want to go climbing at night so you can't be seen. So here's the deal.
I'm pretty sure a dragon can
If
see through
you-
the dark.
If you do the easy climb, like taking the easiest route, it's going to be a DC 13, several DC 13 climb checks. If you,
what's a climb check in this case?
it'd be athletics.
Athletics.
Athletics,
Okay.
and if you have climbing gear, I will allow athletics with advantage.
Here's a question.
Yes.
What if one of us makes the climb and then runs a rope down to the rest of them?
It's still going to be an athletics check, right? It's still going to be the same thing. The climb is
I'm just saying that, like, does it make it easier for the people that have to come after?
It does not. It's still going to be an athletics check. You're still going to have to grab footholds and do other things like that, right? It's not like you. What?
Unless I make the climb. And
What?
put you all on my tensor floating disc.
That actually doesn't work at all.
Yeah, well, because the tensor's floating disc can only be, I think it's a couple feet off the ground.
3 feet.
Yeah, it's like
whenever your elevation changes, it immediately drops it immediately drops. If it cannot meet you, it disappears.
Yep.
So if you go up, the disc disappears. If you go down, the disc drops after you.
Yep. So
it also cannot float on water most of the time, unless the DM allows it.
Let's see.
For funsies.
Yeah, it can hold up to 500 pounds.
Freaking platter of potions.
The disc is immobile while you are within 20 feet.
It can go up slopes and stairs.
It can move across uneven terrain, up or down stairs, slopes, and the like, but can't cross elevation change of 10 feet or more. For example, it can't move across a 10-foot deep pit. So if you're climbing up, it can only go up a couple of feet. It can't follow you all the way up. It'd be like it's over the top of a pit. Same concept. So it has to be within a few feet of the ground, right? So anyway, so yeah, good idea, good thought, but that the spell doesn't work that way. So anyway, if you take the easy route, it's a DC 13 climb. If you have climb gear, it's a DC 13 climb with advantage, essentially athletics with advantage. If you take the route under an overpass, and by the way, that route makes you easier to be seen. So I have a certain check that I need to make to see if you guys are spotted on your way up. If you take the overhang route, it's a DC 15 climb with advantage if you have the gear, but it makes it more difficult to be seen. If you go at night, it's a DC 17 climb with advantage with climb gear, but 0% chance that you'll be spotted on the way up.
What was that last DC again?
DC 17. If you take the hardest route is climbing at night.
Yeah.
Using the overhang. Actually, no, I'll take it back. Let's make it a DC 13, DC 14, DC 15. So 13 is the easiest. 12, I mean. DC 12 will be the easiest. 14 will be harder. And 15 will be if you climb at night. So DC 12 with advantage is the easy route, but you're easier to get seen. DC 14 to climb underneath the overhang, but it's a little more difficult because you got to navigate around the overhang, but it's harder to be seen. And then if you do it at night, then it's a DC 15 climb, but 0% chance of being seen. So those are the options you guys have, whichever you want to do.
Remind me, do orcs have the grayscale dark vision or the thermal dark vision?
I mean, it's just all, to me, it's all just dark vision. It's kind of a monochrome kind of a thing.
The reason why I ask is I'm curious how easy we are to spot against the snow.
So
in terms of thermal.
So I don't do the in the new game the infravision is more of a monochrome kind of a night seeing thing. It's not a heat thing, I don't think.
I know it. I know that it's very rarely actually concrete, and it's I think it's supposed to be thematically like the drow with their thermal has the superior dark vision.
Yeah.
Everyone else is more like mono is the gray scale, or they have more like a cat's eye. Where it's not actually dark vision, but it is because they don't want to do low light.
Well, it really.
Okay. In that case, I wouldn't
Well, I was going to say
know
this
enough
is
to do anything with that.
Well, this is kind of a moot point anyway because, like I said, I gave you the 3 options on how to climb, and each one has a potential for being spotted, except the last one. But the last one is more difficult.
Well, I got an option.
So I got a question for you.
Yes.
If you fail the DC check, what happens?
You fall.
Okay. In falling, can you use a bonus action?
Yes.
Okay, I'm good.
You also still have the pythons, which prevent you from falling more than, I think, 15 feet, as long as they're set.
So, yeah, I
This
mean,
is part of the climbing gear.
I got a solution. I'll summon a celestial, and it can fly 40 feet. It'll last an hour. It can carry me to wherever it needs to go to tie off a rope or whatever.
I'm just going to say it's about 1,000-foot climb, fellas.
Well, my guy flies 40 feet.
I understand that, and he lasts an hour, and he can probably fly that 1,000 feet. It doesn't matter if you have a rope.
1,000 foot of rope.
I would say not only that, but it doesn't matter if you have a rope or not. It's still going to require a climb check for everybody to get up there. That's what I'm saying. So
when he comes back and picks up everybody and takes them up.
What's their carrying capacity?
They're 16 strength, so they could carry about 200 pounds, 225, somewhere around there. I'd have to look at the chart because I could carry
weight of one person.
Yeah, one person.
That's not counting gear.
Give me just a second here. So if we're going to go this route, which it's a completely viable option if that's what you're serious about, and Celestial is willing to do that for you. All right, so let's do the calculation. So if we have
I can use the rest while you're doing that.
Their stats is 16 strength. So.
Okay, what's their movement speed? What's their fly speed?
40 feet.
Fly is 40, not walking. Fly.
Fly 40.
Okay.
It says fly 40.
All right, so that means 40 feet per round. So essentially 40 feet in 10 seconds. So it takes 25 rounds, which is 250 seconds up, 250 seconds back. So that's 500 seconds round trip with one person. So we take 500 divided by 60. That's, let's just say for rounding purposes, 10 minutes to carry somebody up and then fly back down. So there are 5 of you. I am going to say that yes, as long as nothing happens on the way up or back down, that if the Celestial is willing and strong enough to carry you guys, if that's what you want to go, flying you up there is a viable option. But there still is a chance to be spotted. So
yeah, flying out in the open would not be a good thing.
Well, I mean, it's kind of like the same thing as climbing up. You know what I mean? So you could do it at night, right? So we've already discussed doing it at night. It would be almost a 0% chance to be spotted. So if you wanted to do that. So yes, I will say, Tarikas, that is a viable option if you are able to summon a Celestial.
Yes, I am.
Okay. So party, what say you? It's up to you. You guys can do the climbing route as I described, or Tarikas has proposed a seemingly easy way to get you up there without the real danger of dropping 1,000 feet into the cragged rocks below.
How many?
I was about to say the same thing.
How many cantrips is it per level?
How many cantrips per level? 2.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can do it. I only have one 5th level spell to do that with. But if I need a 5th level spell, I can use my cantrips. I don't have any. I haven't used any.
Okay.
Just want to make sure because that's also my big spell, you know.
weird. Why is it? I'm missing something on my thing here. Sorry. All right. So you, I mean, why do you
It
need?
says here, a creature is an ally of you and your allies. In
Okay.
combat, the creature shares your initiative count if it fights.
Yeah.
It obeys your verbal command. No action required.
What spell is this?
It's called Summon Celestial.
You've got that on your spell sheet right now.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I'm back.
Welcome back. Okay. Sounds like a plan. All right. So,
I have the stats for it here. It's 16
What did we
strength,
settle on?
14
Or are we
dexterity.
still looking at the Guardian?
no, he's looking at the Summon Celestial, and that is a completely valid option. You guys just need to tell me how you want to execute it. We gonna go now? We gonna wait at night? What do we want to do?
Does this Guardian glow very brightly?
No.
It doesn't say.
No, I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
It's just a regular Celestial. You know what I mean?
Then I am okay with this.
All right. What is the? Oops.
So I have to choose Avenger or Defender.
Yeah, you don't need to have to worry about that. That's usually if you're
Well, just in case there's combat, I'll have to pick Defender.
Okay. It's not letting me. I was just trying to read the spell, but it wasn't. There we go. All right. So what is the carrying weight of a 16 strength? Somebody have that handy?
Okay, I will look it up. I know 15 strength is. 15 strength is. I'll find out.
Hey, what I miss? Hey, dude. Oh. Hey guys, how you
Hey.
doing?
Thanks for coming in, Teddy.
Thanks. That's my son Josh. How you doing, brother?
240.
240 gold? 240 pounds.
240 pounds. Until,
All right. Okay.
Without encumbered until it starts. After that, then it becomes.
Okay.
That's normal.
All right. All right, cool. So, how we want to do this? We want to do it at night. We're going to do it now. What do we want to do?
Checking to see if it can be.
I am down for doing it at night. I would actually prefer to do it at night. But if others think that it would be more, they would rather risk the chance of being spotted for the slightly easier climb, then I'm okay with that.
Is someone cast fog?
Again, it wouldn't be able to go all the way up. So, all right. As you guys decide, you're going at night or no? We're going now.
At night.
All
I
right.
think most of us can see in the dark, correct?
All but one.
Everybody
Not me.
but Tarikas.
But
All right.
it has dark vision, so I can just say.
Yeah.
He does have the spell, yeah.
All right. So, Monkey, go
Can I
ahead
have
and
my-
go ahead and cast your spell, Monk.
Okay. Do I need to be on a surface or just cast it?
No, you just cast it.
Okay.
Hey, I really appreciate that donation, Josh, man, if you're still there, man. Definitely appreciate it. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, everybody.
Okay. Says place summons. Or just
Yeah.
cast it.
Yeah, just cast it. Don't worry about it.
It gives me a bunch of stuff here.
Whew, there he is.
Holy smoke!
I've dropped him on the map for you, brother.
Oh, you dropped him. I was like, is that what happens?
Yeah, that's what I dropped. I dropped him on the map.
Look at that chiseled jawline.
when you click summon, yep. All right. As you guys watch, as Charikas casts his spell, summoning a creature with built almost like an angel, very chiseled, wears nothing but trousers and open bare skin as he stands there, awaiting for Tarikas' orders. What do you command him to do, Tarikas?
Tell him, carry.
As he grabs a hold of Tarikas and begins flapping his mighty wings, lifting you immediately off the ground, and you begin soaring slowly up the side of this mountain. Perhaps 1,000 feet up, you find a ledge with this wide open gap leading into this, what looks to be cavernous region, sort of a glacier type of a flooring and whatnot, as he drops you down and stands again awaiting your commands.
Do not drop me. Lay me down.
No, he sets you down on the ground, or on the glacier, I should say, as he awaits your further commands.
Repeat.
As he grabs a hold of you, goes to lift you. Oh, no.
Go. Stop! I don't want to be a programmer.
Hey, man. We only do what you tell us, man.
Go back, free-handed, and retrieve each individual in the same manner you retrieve me.
Okay.
And do it safely, and be aware of anything that might be flying with you or around you, and tell me from what you see after the last trip. Whisper it quietly in my ear so we don't make a scene or attract any attention. And then, yes.
All right. So, the angelic form of your celestial.
Oh, wait, one more thing. And only when you go down to lift them, only return them here when they're ready. So ask them, are you ready?
As this angelic form nods, swoops back down, soaring slowly all the way back down to you guys. As he lands, he looks around.
Not too slow. We only have an hour.
As you yell, it begins to echo.
I'm just kidding. I don't yell.
Okay. As the creature, the celestial, lands, and it looks around, and when it speaks, it's almost like a whisper of air. Are you ready? And he just stands there waiting.
Yep. All right. Now we'll go next. Gotta make sure there's someone up that can protect the others.
As you say, yep, the celestial moves immediately, grabs a hold of you by your armor, leaps into the air, dragging you behind it. And a few minutes later, you find yourselves standing next to Tarikas, 1,000 feet above the valleys below. As you can see, the sun still has not departed over the horizon here. Because you are so high up, you can actually see the sun still dipping down, whilst at the bottom of the mountain it is already dark. And as you stand there looking over, you realize that you are literally in the clouds. As the celestial moves back down, lands once again, and looks around at Ragnar and AK.
I am ready.
Are you ready? And as you say, I am ready, it grabs a hold of you under your arms, lifting you off as your stomach drops, as if you're like on a roller coaster coming off the top of a high peak. Slowly but surely rising up into the clouds and into the mist. You break free, and you see nothing but clear starlight above as you find yourselves above the lower clouds. There's still wisps of clouds about, but it is crystal clear dark up here, and it is frigid cold as you land next to Nilo and Tarikas.
Welcome.
The celestial immediately departs, and it goes down and it lands, and it looks at Ragnar. Are you ready?
Might as well be.
Ready.
Yes.
Say yes.
As it grabs a hold of you, and it tries to lift you off the ground. As it lifts
Shut up.
lifts you off the ground, and slowly but surely drags you as it seems to be laboring over the weight of the dwarven bones, and it's flapping its thick, heavy wings. A perspiration sweat begins to cover its body as it drags the last of you, and it lands Ragnar. And as it lands, and you find yourself standing next to your compatriots, the Celestial looks toward Tarikas, gives a nod, and a couple of minutes later, poof, he fades into nothingness as the spell wears off. As an hour has passed, and you guys find yourselves 1,000 or so feet up into the air. From where you started, from where you are now, the lowest of the clouds are now actually beneath you. There are clouds above you, but for the most part, it is a crystal clear night above. The temperature is probably 5 or 10 below zero as a breeze begins to blow. Everybody give me a Constitution saving throw. AK, give me one with advantage, please.
Alrighty, let's see. What the hell? Quick roll. Boom.
Does this count as extreme cold?
Yes.
We automatically succeed saving throws against the effects of extreme cold with the heavy weather, with the heavy winter wear.
Let's see if everybody's got the heavy winter wear.
That was one of the things that we made sure everyone bought before we left.
Yeah.
Yep, cold
You
weather.
advised us for
Yep.
that.
Yep, you're right. I was seeing there. So actually it says as long as cold weather clothing remains dry, it's where it automatically succeeds on saving throws of extreme cold. Sorry, I was thinking that was you got advantage on them. Okay, cool. Sweet, even better. All right, so no saving throws required. As you guys...
Yeah, this party came prepared.
That's okay. That's okay. The dragon's breath is worse than extreme cold, so...
That's something else entirely. That's not extreme cold. That's fuck you cold. That doesn't qualify.
All right. As you guys find yourselves standing there, looking down over the mountain, you can see that there's this glacier that sort of covers maybe the first quarter mile. It's completely open to the sky above, but you can see that there looks to be some sort of large caves going into the side of one of the other mountains. From here, though, it's about a quarter mile wide open to get from here over to the cave entrance. What do we want to do?
I recommend we take some cover for the moment. Take the chance to rest, and I'll send Raldo out to search the area.
Okay.
I did not have Raldo at the time that we met Chillidax the first time.
I need Raldo to give me a stealth check, please, and then give me a perception check.
Okay, so I need to double check the owl. Give me a moment, because I know I get advantage on perception checks, but I do not know if I get advantage on stealth checks. So I need to double check.
It doesn't get advantage. He gets a +5 on stealth, though.
Okay.
All right. And go ahead and give me a perception.
Wow. Good job, Raldo. Good job.
Raldo gets about he gets like across, and he's moving up around toward the caves, and he doesn't see anything. Suddenly, Raldo does see something. Oops. as he gets toward the cave mouth. I'm going to show this map just so you guys can see it, even though you're not there yet. You can see what Raldo sees. As Raldo gets to the cave mouth, suddenly something draconic swoops down from high above, catching him unaware. As you realize what it is, well, Raldo, you realize what it is as you see a wyvern suddenly swoop down at Raldo.
Well,
as it snatches Raldo, whoo, and you instantly see, Raldo's gone. Right?
Yeah, oh yeah.
You know Raldo's gone.
11 AC, 1 health.
Yep. However, even worse, you realize that the wyvern or whatever it was that bit him or attacked him was frustrated because Raldo just disappeared in his mouth. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is where we're going to end tonight's game. I know it's a little bit early, but I don't want to get too far into this because there could be a lot going on here. So we're just going to hold that one for now. Oops.
Well, at least you don't have to pay him.
Yeah. Well, Raldo is his familiar.
Is the owl.
Yep.
Oh, the owl. That was the scout guy.
No, the scout guy left. Well, he didn't leave, but he's way down below, just waiting on you guys to come back. But we're gonna end it there. Like I said, it's about 20 minutes early, but that's okay. Sometimes we end it early. I'm just happy that we're actually here, and we were able to make it. So I definitely appreciate everybody that came and hung out with us. Josh, if you're still out there, man, I really appreciate the gifted sub. You are my hero. You are the man. But let's figure out who we want to go follow. Art of Mike Disney's out there. Kind of disappointed that the other guys are folks from.
Jessica Alba.
What's that?
We should follow Jessica Alba.
No, let's not. So let's see. We've got Roll the Quest, got Hero Zone, Cave Geek Art. They're actually pretty good. I'm not worried about Coco. What are some of these guys? Man, it's been a while since I've seen any of these guys. But let's go with Mike Disney. Well, I think we did him on our 5E or our 1E game. All right, who should I raid, folks? We're gonna figure out who we're gonna raid, but don't forget, we will be here Monday for our first edition game, our Age of Worms. If you guys like 1E, like we like 1E, come check us out.
Make sure.
Oh crap! It is Veterans Day. Do you guys want to? No, Monday's not Veterans Day. Tuesday's Veterans Day, the 11th.
Oh right.
11th.
Yeah, Tuesday.
11th to the 14th is my week.
Yeah.
I'm a veteran, and the 14th is my birthday. So
dude, the 11th is the Veterans Day, and the 13th is my birthday.
There we go.
So, but I'll be
all week long.
I will be. I'll be in Chicago. Why is everybody dropping? You guys got to hang with us until we raid somebody. Come on now, you guys know better. Folks are just dropping left and right.
Happy home eviction days.
Yep. All right. So I don't want to do Folk and Myth because they're doing Vampire Masquerade. Let's see. We can go to Scarlet 64. Haven't done her in a while. It looks like she is collaborating with somebody. Let's take a look and see what they're doing. I'm going to bounce over just to see.
Dope.
Lost the person.
That was so fun. All right.
Looks like they're just ending, so we're not going to be able to do her anyway. So, all right. So looks like it's going to be
Michael Disney Jr.
Who?
Mike Disney.
All right. Looks like these guys, Damien Allfather is doing a walkthrough on a video game. So we're just going to go to Mike Disney. Damn it. That's just who it is. If you guys don't know Mike, he's a great streamer. He's got great art. I got his art hanging up on my wall. So I definitely encourage you guys. We're going we're going to raid over to him. Like I said, we will be here Monday for those of you that, where am I at here? Where's my raid? There it is. For those of you that follow our 1E game, we'll be here Monday. This game will be here, I think, the Friday after. Or actually maybe not. Let's see. Where is my calendar? There it is. So today's the 7th. So that would be the 21st. So good. That is not going to be Thanksgiving. So that's good. So we'll be back on the 21st unless something happens, and then we won't be. I always say, and Ragnar asked me, he's like, Sean, what's wrong? Because I posted sad faces, and I'm like, I'm just responding to Nilo's message when I said, hey, game on, and she's like, allegedly, or something to that effect.
In theory.
Yeah, in theory, I'm like, oh man, what a burn. But yeah, it just seems that this game every single time.
Am I wrong?
No, you are not. Every time I try to do this, something seems to happen. But we're gonna go over to the Art of Mike Disney. Hopefully, you guys will hang with us through that. He's a really great dude. I encourage you to give him a follow, give him a like, see what he's doing. He had issues with camera the other night. Hopefully, it's fixed. But yeah, just remember, in a world that you can be anything you want, all we ask is that you be kind. We will see you guys Monday. Don't be late. See ya.
Have a good
Have
night,
fun.
guys.
Good night.
See you guys.
Kind of.
Thanks for
cool.
running, Sean.
No worries, man. It was fun.
Yeah, sorry I took the time off.
No, dude, you're all
I
right.
wanted to take that time for us climbing, but I was like, yeah.
No, dude, that was actually
Hey,
excellent.
Agora Quest, thank you.
Yeah, you
That was
got
excellent.
rid of the risk of falling and
Stream,
it
how
making
was
loud